Yeah. See, I'm all in my bag. You ain't fucking with me, cool, ain't got no problem with that. Phone on airplane mode, ho, I'm far from attack. I don't wish a nigga would, I wish my father was back. Bitches used to treat a nigga like I didn't exist. Now I'm the only nigga popping, coming straight out the mid. I ain't got not one regret, shit, I did what I did. Niggas try to hash it out, I put my hash in the split. You know, I'm the hottest in the city for life. You got kids and you still beefing, I feel bad for your wife. I could've gave your hoe my pipe, but she just wasn't my type. If we enemies, and that shit for life. My main girl indecisive, she might just leave me tonight. I got a lot on my plate, and even more on my mind. Every time I leave the house, my family pray I don't die. I made it past 25, I wasn't supposed to survive. Yeah, this year I cut a lot of people off, and the bitches I was seeing, they just weren't for me at all. Gave a couple niggas jobs, but they didn't work for me at all. The alliance, I'm the boss, this ain't gonna work for me at all. You can leave, you ain't hurting me at all. I got niggas trying to murk me, ain't a person I could call. I don't take this shit to heart, I should've knew it from the start. Now when I see you in my city, I'm like, who the fuck are y'all? See, I'm all in my bag. They ain't fucking with me, cool, ain't got no problem with that. Phone on airplane mode, ho, I'm far from attached. I don't wish a nigga would, I wish my father was back. Yeah, see, I'm all in my bag. You ain't fucking with me, cool, ain't got no problem with that. Phone on airplane mode, ho, hoe, I'm far from attached. I don't wish a nigga would, I wish my father was back. Corleone back at it again. No, they mad, I had to get the win. In my bag and grab a dividends. On the app and macking with a bitch. Can't be stagnant, passionate as shit. This my girl ain't passing nigga shit. This my world, I grab it in my fist. On my own, I didn't ask for shit. Only be with bass up in the booth. Faking niggas hate to hear the truth. If you hit, I bet I hit her too. When I'm finished, send her back to you. Little niggas send her back to school. Remember running phase up after school. Ain't got shit to say or shit to prove. Say that we would never make a move. I ain't got no time for the drama. Might run up a check and take the gang of Bendiana. You do what you can, nigga, I do what I wanna. If you got a problem, tell that pussy nigga run up. I don't need to pay no gunner. Niggas love to hate another nigga on the comer. Throwing shade at me, trying to kill my summer. It's okay, cause I got plenty of Henny and marijuana. So tell the hoes to slide. Niggas out here trying to cuff, I let these hoes decide. If the feds pull me over, she gon' hold the 9. Before she gave me brain, she told me it would blow my mind. Don't blow my high. She said I love you, roll my eyes. I'm cold as ice. Don't know why you look so surprised. Told you guys, I've been fly, you on the rise. I killed the beat. Even though there's more to life, they're more defied. Shouldn't have to warn you twice. She said I'm yours, you're mine. I said you're sort of right. Broke niggas only good at giving poor advice. The alliance, motherfucker, please ignore the hype. See, I'm all in my bag. They ain't fucking with me, cool, ain't got no problem with that. Phone on airplane mode, ho, I'm far from attached. I don't wish a nigga would, I wish my father was back. Yeah, see, I'm all in my bag. You ain't fucking with me, cool, ain't got no problem with that. Phone on airplane mode, ho, I'm far from attached. I don't wish a nigga would, I wish my father was back.
Yeah, baby. We back on a Monday. Doing what we do. That actually wasn't the song I was trying to play, but I'll let it rock. Look, that's the Father 3 mixtape. The information is in the description box. Go ahead and stream or download for free.
Yeah.
I'm coming, y'all.
They like where he gone. They wanna see me fall. They praying I don't make it. But I'm already gone. They trying to shoot me out the sky. You gon' see fireworks tonight. I told my mama not to worry. They couldn't get me if they tried. Yeah. I've been through too much, they shot my shooter. We kill our own kind, they shooting scooter. I heard you on now, I don't trust rumors. I tried to calm down, I'm still way too much. My stress way too much, I can't give 2 fucks. Ain't got none left, I gave my 2 up. I threw the deuce up at dudes who grew up. I'm still a grown kid who sip a juice cup. Don't care whose crew's up, it was nice to know ya. I almost screwed up and made flight maneuvers. I cut the snake's head just like Medusa. And I'm still waiting for them to do something. But while I'm right here, I might just right here. The things I daydream would give you nightmares. The street light's still out, now that's a night tear. I risk my life each night for this night air. Peace.
Yeah, baby. Let's rock and let's roll. And I see I gotta go do something too real quick, but let's do this. Yeah.
God is dawn. Like and subscribe. Comment some night. Loving this light. Here's God is dawn. God is dawn. God is dawn.
We are back. We are here. We are breathing. Take a deep breath, y'all. Take a deep breath. Did you have a long day? A lot going on, like me? Finally able to sit down and chill, or are you still moving around? Whatever the situation, let's take a breath and rejoice in the fact that we are alive and we ain't in jail. We ain't in jail. We are free. We out here. We out here. Peace, world, peace, baby. Welcome or welcome back Yep, I'm Goddess Dawn, the Warrior Baby, back live on this Monday, September 13th, 2021. Yep, 2021. Damn. Woo. I am, as always, so thankful to be here. Again, taking another deep breath, because I'm telling you, these deep breaths is really, 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 really food for the soul. Yeah. Say a quick thank you to your maker, too. Yeah. It's day 15 of R. Kelly's New York Rico trial, y'all. Yeah. There was continued witness testimony from ex-enterpriser Diana Copeland. We talked about Diana Copeland, I think on Friday, right? We have a new Jane Doe. Angela is what she's going by, Jane Doe number 7. She took the stand, as did, y'all ready for this? If you don't already know, Jane Doe number 2. I'm sorry, John Doe, excuse me. John Doe number 2, aka nephew, took the stand. That's right. And ex-enterpriser Lizette Mayweather, the twin of the Suzette Mayweather who testified previously, she also took the stand. And from what I understand, she will be continuing her testimony tomorrow. So we're going to get into the testimony, you know, the stuff we've gathered together from articles and whatnot. And, you know, of course, there's some foolery going on in these YouTube streets, but we're going to get into that later. You know what I'm saying? It's not directly related to R. Kelly, but at the same time it is, because it's within his sector. And it is with opposing, you know, it's a whole thing, child. It's a whole thing. You know, we typically do touch on things here, you know, outside of the court. We've been talking about these YouTube streets, things that are, you know, worthy of the time to do so. Because I get stuff all the time. Can you go live on this? Can you go live on that? I mean, I think y'all might have seen Angelo go live today on Instagram. But yeah, we spoke yesterday. He was so hot. Let's go live. I'm like, it's Sunday, Angelo. It is Sunday. You're not doing that. Speaking of which, please catch Shot of Love. I did that last night. I kind of snuck that in. We all need a shot of love. You know what I'm saying? 10 to 12 minutes of some positivity and you know. But yeah, I got a few messages about this YouTube shit. So that's why we coming with it. We gonna just air a little bit of stuff out. People, you know, some people don't come in the chat. Some people don't comment on the post, but they will email or DM me in a heartbeat. Yeah, I have people who I know just from messages and not from the actual channel, which is crazy. But they're there. They watch. They listen to everybody, apparently, because I get links, timestamps, this, that. I'm just saying. But today, yeah, so hopefully we'll have time, because I'm not really trying to be here that long. We got to come every day after court. We don't have to, but we're doing this because we, the Queen Warriors who are joining me, I got one backstage, Love Warriors here. She, you know, backstage is lit already. So, I'm just trying to see where we at, what we going to do first. But yeah, I guess we'll just get into it. I appreciate y'all though. And you know, I'm happy to be your mouthpiece. Those of you who don't like to come in, and I don't blame people who don't even want to comment in the post or the chat, because you see all the foolery and the other effery that goes around. And nobody wants to be pulled into that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for you. I'm here as your mouthpiece whenever you need me to be. And today's the day, apparently. But yeah, can we get the energy up in here a little bit, y'all? And we're going to get into this. I'm going to bring my people in. Where's everybody else at, y'all? I'm finna close the door. Closing the door. Ooh, I hear a pop. I hear a pop. Okay, hold on. I'm coming. All right, y'all. Let's get the energy up in here. Let's get the vibes up and the frequency up. Let's go. Give me some bells. Give me some hearts for the survivors, for the warriors. We're halfway home, y'all. On the road to conviction, baby. Yep.
Bitches, we got them. Niggas, we riding. Blowing shit up.
Yo! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Goddess! It's Monday! Yeah!
On that new shit, I got some new chicks. I'm making new hits, man. I thought you knew this. You want the realness, fresh on the realness. Real nigga talking in the sick. Shit spitting, call it dope.
Pretty dope, bitch. What's up, Jada Washington, baby? Lucky Penny, Miss Money Pie. I better be saying hi, huh? My warriors are here. Beautiful spirit. Love warrior, Miss Stella.
Yeah. We here, baby. We here. Warriors. Let's go.
Happy Monday.
Hey, verse 2, P. Corleone. Let's go. 1's for the money, 2's for the show, 3's for the duck, because you know we about to blow. Oh,
yeah. Bring that flow down. Bring that flow down.
My position is, I'm the queen of my city. I am a meat in my city. This is my city right here. God is on speak. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Savior, the Savior. Not afraid to go in the dry hose chat. I see ya. Yeah. Hey, what's up, J-Man? Let's go, baby. Jada Washington, Hazel E, J-Man, of course, again. Sister Bell, aka Blue, is in the building. My sister M. Pendleton, excuse me. She is here, bringing love. I see. Oh yeah. Thank you for the bells, y'all. Yeah, baby. Yes.
Yeah, Miss Della.
Yeah, wish on a star right now. Okay, wish on a star because your points are on fire right now, okay? The universe is seeing you right now. You lit, baby. I am so happy y'all are here to share all of this because I don't know. I would be on the roof right now if it wasn't for y'all. I need a little bit of grounding, but thank you for the energy. Listen, take over real quick, Love Warrior, because I got to go mute some noise that's coming.
Okay, we got you.
I'll be right back.
All right. How you doing, Miss Della, Baby Yoda?
I am doing good. Happy Monday.
That's right. We got Monday down. Let's see who else is in the chat that Goddess might have missed. I think she got J-Man, Chrissy Power. Yes. Hazel E. Yes. Nick 3T. Welcome, G. Washington. Yes, we're so glad y'all are here. We got so much to get into, y'all. Yes, we do. Welcome, Black Women Aware. I like that tagline. Joe Jackson, what's up, King? Let's see. Lucky Penny. Hey, Mama. Beautiful Spirit, where you at, Mama? You supposed to be in here with us.
Hey, Jada.
What's going on,
Asher stalking.
We hollering out everybody, all your peoples in the chat, y'all.
I see. Yeah. Let's go then. Let's go. It's Monday. All right. So let's see. We can get into today's testimony. I kind of want to. So they continue today with Copeland, right? Diana Copeland. We got into her last live about the trial. If you missed that, go grab that. We also went into some extra details from an Instagram page, which we also gonna do today because there's some information on the Mayweathers in there. And I think we should go in there and grab that today. We also had Jane Doe number 7, or Angela, as she's being called, on the stand. New Jane Doe that was in the Surviving R. Kelly series. Beautiful Spirit, welcome.
Hey, Beautiful Spirit.
Hey, Warriors. Happy Monday to everybody.
Yeah.
All right now.
Okay, so Jane Doe number 7, aka Angela, also, like I said, testified. She was in the Surviving R. Kelly. Initially, when we met her in Surviving R. Kelly, she let us know that she witnessed R. Kelly having a sexual engagement with Aaliyah. And we did not at that time know that she herself did also. And we're finding this out now, so we'll get into that. And then guess what? Like I said earlier, John Doe number 2, aka nephew, got on the stand also. Okay, so that happened. And then the second Mayweather, the other twin, got on the stand. Lizette, I think her name is Mayweather. The Suzette Mayweather testified previously. So that also happened. It was a very eventful Monday. I guess they made up for the little time off they had. So let's see, what are we doing? We're getting into the article first, right? Let's see. I'm basically piecing articles together because the information is scattered. Like some people say this, some people are saying that. And then, of course, you have YouTubers who have been in the courtroom they're also reporting too. So now I don't have any of that. I don't know if any of y'all do, but please let me know and let it be heard if you have anything extra. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. I should probably bring it up on the screen. Let's see what we're doing. Everybody good?
Yes.
You know, I also have a story.
Spirit. What's up, baby? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right now. We about to turn up here.
I also have a story about Alanis Morissette. I don't know if any of y'all saw this. There's a new documentary where she says that she was R-worded by multiple men when she was 15 years old in Canada in the music industry. So if there's time, we'll touch on that too. But it'll come up at some point. If I don't have time today, I just want to bring it up because it's right here on my thing right here.
I love the song. I can't remember the name of the song, but I love the song that
Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I think that's it. Okay. Okay, let's see. What's first? Okay, I think this is it. So I think we should. So Copeland, being that she crossed and finished up today. But before her, was it Anna? I think it was Anna prior to her. Was it right? Because I'm getting confused, y'all.
Right. Anna was before her. That's correct.
And Anna's name has been out there. So I don't want to say her name, but everybody knows who Anna is apparently. I mean, even Miss Baby Yoda hit me up after the live, was like, wait a minute, did I miss something? So testified. I'm like, yeah, that's who that was. We just don't say the names over here. But anyway, HC are the initials. I guess we could just say that. And I just want to touch on her real quick because I think we had like a short day or a day off or something happened and some information got a little cut short or thwarted, a little bit. So I want to just say on Anna, this is just kind of an afterthought on this one article talking about how when Anna testified, she echoed many of the details of other witnesses already shared. Anna says she met R. Kelly at a show in South Carolina in 2016 when she was 19 or 20. They began texting. She saw him in Atlanta and moved to his home not long after. Anna spoke to Kelly's alleged rules. She and the other girlfriends, in quotes, were forbidden from discussing social media. She was either spanked or barred from leaving the house if she did something wrong. She was sometimes made to pee in a cup. And on one occasion, Anna said Kelly made her record a video where she was, quote, being sexual and seductive with bodily fluids, end quote. She said she stopped in 2018. Oh. Yeah, that's probably the shit mask or I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to just touch on that as we move forward because we're kind of backtracking. I want to make sure we, are all on the same page. We're covering as much as we have and we know right now because, they are reading transcripts, but the transcripts aren't to date. They aren't the day of. So the transcripts, they're probably like a week back maybe. I'm not positive. I'm just saying, though, we are trying to be current and in the moment as much as we can without actually being there, right? So,
exactly.
Okay, what's next? Okay, so I know there were a couple people. Maybe before we get into the next testimony, or maybe let me ask y'all. Y'all want to talk about the drama at the courthouse? Meaning the I know J-Man mentioned it in the chat. There was the news clip. I have that with the chanting in the background.
Yeah, we could turn up that for a minute and get back to the testimony. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to commend everybody here and God is done. I just realized we're the only one. Your channel is the only channel that have respect for the survivors, not saying their names during the trial. I just wanted to throw that out there to everybody, that we are the only ones that have respect and giving them some kind of respect and salute, and saluting them and dignity without saying the names. You got these other YouTubers saying the people's name, even if they getting the warriors mixed up, and just disrespecting them to the utmost.
I heard that.
So I just want y'all to pat yourself on the back and think y'all, when you do the right thing, your heart is in the right place.
Yes.
Trust and believe. I think this energy is reaching the survivors, and that's what's giving them strength. I don't care what nobody say. They feel it in the air.
Tell it, baby girl. Tell it. Yes.
That's right, beautiful spirit. Yep.
I'm sorry, my voice is leaving. I just had to say that the spirit was talking to me. We should be proud.
You got some
proud, warriors. Be proud, y'all. Y'all be proud.
Absolutely.
That's
right. Proud. Yes, be proud. That's gonna come up later too. Oh, R.I.P. Tupac. Isn't today his anniversary? Is this his death anniversary or his passing anniversary? Yeah, I have a video. I don't know if it's from BNC. But if we have time. Okay, so I'm pulling up. Okay, I'm sorry. I had it up and then Hold on, I got you. Is that the BNC one? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, this is the one that was on Twitter? Okay. Here we go. I still got that banner up, y'all.
That banner been through Chicago, New York, back to Chicago, and back to New York.
The world, baby. UK, Ireland, New Zealand. Let's go. Look a show, baby. I think I can safely announce we're heading somewhere actually soon in like a couple weeks, right? So yes, it's looking busy, baby. Oh yeah, they had a banner. Okay, let me share the screen.
I feel sorry for that damn material. It's been through hell and back.
Y'all see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh Lord, look.
A woman who worked for R. Kelly for some 15 years as his assistant testified that she ended her working relationship with Kelly in 2018 because she could not see eye to eye with his new management. She told the jury that R. Kelly at times would yell,
"There's your girl,"
had a bad temper, but that she never personally witnessed him abusing any of his girlfriends. And she also said that although she did quit several times throughout their working history, she always went back because she felt like R. Kelly had people working around him that he could not trust, and that also R. Kelly knew nothing about his bank accounts. He could not read or write, and also he did not even know anything about his social security number. By the way, that yelling you hear behind me, those are R. Kelly supporters. There are a few of them here, and when court concludes every day, they stand in the middle of the street as the prosecution team walks from the courthouse to their office building across the street, yelling, "Free R. Kelly." That's what you're hearing in the background. Reporting live in New York, I'm Trey Clark for BNC. Jimmy?
Hey, Trey, before we go, might it be possible to pan the camera?
No!
I'll step out the way, and you can go ahead and show. These are some of the Kelly supporters here.
Wow.
Some of them were Yeah, some of them were in the courtroom with me earlier. Others sit outside. Sometimes they even play R. Kelly's music. But then these last week or so, it's become really vocal again. They usually get really amped up when they see the prosecution team leaving the courthouse to go to their office building across the street. There's also police here to make sure everything remains orderly.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh my
What
God.
in the entire hell? Hell no. Debo, y'all trying to drown out the news with the all four of y'all up there.
That man said that the Mayweather sister said that R. Kelly didn't even know about his own social security number. Well, how the hell the strangers gonna know about his social security number? His ass don't. That don't make no sense to me. And they should have locked her up for trying to get her raggedy ass on their witness stand, telling that bald-faced lie to them people in that courtroom. Now she know doggone well that man know his damn social security number.
Yeah, she capped for him today. But you know what? It just goes on to show when they say stuff like that, because he's more concerned about them young women and men than he is about his money and his business.
She's so damn stupid. That man knew about his social security number before he even brought her on into his damn circle with her stupid ass. He was already signed to a label when she came around. So what the hell she mean about he didn't know about his own social security number and all this about working with people that he couldn't trust. Couldn't trust her ass either.
Right. So wait. Okay. Well, I guess we'll read some because I have an article, but I guess what I'm saying is, so it sounds like she was trying to be. She was soft on him on the stand. Is that what it is?
That's the way I'm taking it. I might be comprehending it wrong.
On the cross-examine, she was. Yes.
I might be comprehending it wrong, but you know, I hope they all. A few of them get locked up for their testimony with just dumb stuff. They saying the most stupidest shit. They still got a soft heart for this dude. For what?
Yeah, right. You're right.
Well, you guys remember when I talked about Keith Raniere? He was that head of the billionaire sex cult leader who now is spending 120 years in jail. Well, he's spending life in jail. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
you went all into that.
He still has supporters. He still has supporters who were used as a testimony for his case. So like that don't bother me as far as the outcome of this case. Like the people who go on the stand who seem reluctant or, maybe they're capping somewhat for him or whatever the case. Like, I'm not worried because they have the videos and the other evidence to corroborate the testimony that they do have. You know what I'm saying? So
it just worries me because to me, they must be predators like him. And I'm just scared and afraid that these people are still indulging in predatory behavior with and without their leader. I think they're gonna repeat some of his sick, twisted acts, especially the ones with full immunity. They're gonna be lurking around here on this earth, trying to still repeat his history to other kids. That's what I'm afraid of, because they obviously have the same mentality and sickening ways, because they were there. You could witness that kind of mess and work for him for free, knowing what he's doing, and 9 out of 10 you had to participate yourself. That let me, and then you still supporting him. That means you looking at somebody's child too. They probably like, oh, this baby is for R. Kelly, the name R. Kelly. I'm gonna assault this baby in his name. That's probably what they doing.
And these knuckleheads right here, you got the 4 supporters up here making enough noise when the news leave with their 2 bullhorns, because it sounds like there's a whole bunch of them, but then when the camera pans and sees 4 of them, what do they really look like? And then you got the other one.
Let me tell you, handful of nut jobs. That's what I say. Handful of nut jobs. That's what it is. Groupies, super groupies.
You got Marshmallow Lady walking like she got a whole shit bucket full of mess up her ass. The bullhorn was up there. She could hardly walk. She walked like she got a 10-foot pole stuck up her.
Oh God!
You roll the tape back. That's how she walking. She walking like she got 10-foot pole stuck up her you know where.
Okay.
And then you got the other one that they done effed up and gave her a damn press badge. Like, if they knew her history on YouTube, they would never. But
oh my God, she did. Okay, it'll be taken away. They know about it. They know about it. It's that they so stupid and dumb. They letting these news reporters purposely. I'm pretty sure the Martians said, "Yep, get the cameras, get all their faces and everything." Because trust and believe, they got several pages of a list that they gonna come back and rack up a lot of people one by one after they get
know who
him.
these people are, and from what I understand, the judge gets word of all the shit that goes on outside the courthouse, including what happened at the restaurant the other day. She gets they know what's going on, okay? And if they know better, if they don't know better, they should know that they are affecting his child. You're affecting him. You are affecting him in a negative way, not a positive way. A very negative way. And this is going to go down in history as you doing that. As we're doing this in real time, it's being documented, and people are going to go back and dissect what happened with this trial. Why did things go this way or that way? What were the little things that could have been prevented or maybe shouldn't have happened? And guess what? Y'all are going to be on the front page of that shit as what shouldn't have happened. What should not have happened. This is tragic. We're surrounding the guy's attorney, the lead attorney, right?
I know.
Right here in this picture, asking him questions that he can't answer and harassing this man. She turned the camera off so she could get in his ear privately, like she's some type of private consultant. Like, I don't understand how people who don't even have a job, do you even have a regular even life? Like, what are you doing? You're doing this and
you're attorneys and shit. It's
and you're on front and
hanging on that man, giving him cooties and COVID
of the case. The lead attorney has so much pressure, work, a big team, that he's dealing with. Not a big team, a couple folks, but I'm just saying, like, this is crazy to me.
Yeah,
this is insane.
All pulling on the man. Oh, let me get a picture with the mechanic and all that. That one little young attorney, I can't remember his name. He walks so fast by him, like he walking like don't even try it. Like he ain't with that bull crap. And even today, when Tricky and Fa was leaving, they was all hollering at them. He didn't even want to respond. And Nelly didn't even want to speak back to him. Like, leave us the F alone.
I'm telling you. So
they just doing this for attention. That's all. They just want some attention.
That is true, but is it just attention, or do they really think they're affecting something? And they think they're helping him. Do you think? I don't know, but all I know is, let me just say this too, real quick before you say something. The 3 YouTubers there, and I helped y'all out by having this picture with the face turned. Just saying. These people were feuding with each other, right? On YouTube, right? Enemies, like energy. Yet here they are in front of the camera with the attorney, like they best friends, bonding moments. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if R. Kelly instructed them to do this and that they do rituals for him at night. I'm telling you, on camera.
You know what? You're right about that, because they were at each other's throat, doxing, cussing each other out, posting all kind of nasty shit. And now they all up here together trying to, you might, and something ain't right.
Sis Bell, I was over there in downtown Brooklyn last Thursday. I was going over there, but I took the bus back home. Don't go over there. Stay far away.
That's right.
So, I don't think he's going without sex, y'all. If somebody said that they think he's hurting because he ain't having, he having some sex.
No, he getting more than what he could ask for.
Okay. Shirley McPherson, welcome. Okay, so I wanted to point out a comment up here because she touched on something I was going to bring up. But guess what? She brought it up for me. Hazel E. Boom. Goddess. You were the first YouTuber that I saw to talk about Rainier Guy. And I'm now seeing other YouTubers talk about him. And she talked about Plain Jane. Plain Jane. Sticky fingers. Plain Jane. She steals content. She's been taking and snipping my shit and not giving me credit because she's a bigger channel. So I appreciate, Hazel, you bringing this to the forefront, and I encourage any of you who are in her chat, because I see y'all over there sometimes. Some of y'all are even on her members channel, child. But anyway, call her out. Like, oh, we saw this on Goddess channel yesterday, or whatever the case. I'm just saying.
We did.
Help us lift her out. Like, this lady has been doing this for weeks. We've been peeping this. We've been talking about it. People send me stuff. And that's what happens. This happened to me when I first came on YouTube, but since day one, she was doing the same shit to me. I'm telling you, like, that's what they do. And I'm going to say that, yeah, I think for not showing my face, I get more traction than like some others who do, who we gonna talk about later, actually, who had to buy their damn subscribers and they just got past 1,000 with that. Like, but I'm just saying, like, that's fucked up.
Have some friggin' integrity. Have some integrity. If you gonna use somebody's shit, at least have the decency to give them the credit.
Oh yeah, she took the P. Well, you know, people been using that. I did bring that to YouTube, but I'm just saying she takes stuff that I actually cover and takes it as her own. Like for me, if I were to do that, I would say shout out to so and so because they brought this up, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not hard to do to cite your source and to give credit. It's not hard to do. It's real
not
easy. It's and just like you said.
Exactly. And I do realize we all cover same topics. Yeah, I get that. But it's the way, like there's a way that things go down where you just know. You're like, oh,
the delivery is different and authentic.
And she goes super late, early in the morning after she done collected all her information from all the smaller channels. That's what she does. And that's not cool. She was celebrating her 80K subscribers the other day. She gained 30K subscribers since the trial. I have gained 120 subscribers since the trial. I do appreciate y'all. I do.
But guess what? The 122 subscribers is the one that is to me is your delivery is powerful because you got these people 50,000 whatever and 30,000 that's stealing your content.
Well, that's true. She's stealing my shit.
So it's like the numbers don't mean anything. Obviously, your message must be powerful.
Yes,
and then it's more powerful than hers. And I'm sick of these flying pancakes running around here trying to
fuck a sticky plate. She got sticky fingers. Fucking thief.
There you go.
And then this meme right here.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? My friend cut that for me. I had to put my little brand on it, but I was too late because she already snatched it from my channel. But I'm just saying, like, give some credit, ma'am.
It's not hard to do.
And then Tasha K gonna go shout her out, which of course she would do because she is aware of my channel also. Absolutely, she does through specifically Angelo. She literally was talking about me on a live. They didn't mention me, and that's what people do. They don't mention my channel because they're scared. They're fucking scared, and that's fine. Be scared, but don't be scared if you're still in my content. You need to be able to say shout out to her because she talked about this. And I'm gonna piggyback on it. You know what I'm saying? Like people
give credit where credit is due.
Exactly.
Eddie Kane need to go sit down somewhere. Eddie Kane need to go sit down somewhere. That's her new name.
Who?
Eddie Kane. She was looking like Eddie Kane, but
thank you, Pendleton. Pendleton actually was the one who texted me about Raniere, and I remembered, like, oh yeah, and I talked about that. I mean, that's just, you know, not to say she didn't ask for that, and I didn't have to do that, but I just wanted people to know, like, people who send me stuff and get stuff, if they're okay with me saying I got it from them or someone, then I do that because I don't do this by myself, and I'm always making sure people know that because I want y'all to keep sending me this shit. Okay.
But you know what? It's good because we been said it months ago. We were going to mention and do a comparison about these different cults and what they have in common, what they all have in common.
Exactly. And Lucky Penny has it on the mark. That's what some of these content creators, and I don't even say content creator. If you're not creating, if you're stealing content, copying content, you're a content copier. Okay. So content copiers are notorious for cause because they think nobody's noticing. And that's what I'm trying to say. Let them know. We see you. Yeah. We saw that.
Just because it's a smaller channel, just like Beautiful Spirit said, your message is powerful, but you have the decency and the integrity just to give credit when credit is due. Don't do that because it's a bad look for you. It's a bad look for a larger content creator to steal content because you all still are creating. It's a lot of work you do behind the scenes, and it's not fair to take somebody's shit and not at least shout them out. Bottom line.
I mean, just like nobody's working for you. Like you got handlers on YouTube and orderlies and stuff, and they going out to do the footwork, and all you gotta do is turn on your screen and have pancakes fly. I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life.
I didn't even know they had pancake emojis.
Yeah, flying back and forth, sliding all across. I don't, you know what? At first, I was confused. It looked like it's a brown leather handbag, and then it's the pancakes on the other side. It's just busy. I fell for the BS. Now I look back, when I first started following the channel just a few months ago, I didn't know she'd been around this long. But I hate when people come on the scene and stealing other YouTubers' work. You can do your research and do your own work. Nobody's running around stealing your shit. Go do your own.
Exactly.
You got
or you can drop some
Goddess.
coins in the Warrior Fund since you stealing the Warriors' information.
Give me something. Give me some of that.
Right.
Thank you for the new membership, and I'm actually grabbing the link so I can pin it right now. I forgot.
Miss E Glimmer, welcome, Miss E Glimmer. We're happy to have you, love.
E Glimmer, shimmer. Hey.
Yeah. Warrior.
Yes, I love that.
I mean, they send emails to swap with their subscribers that instigate a lot of things. They can swap emails and say, "Hey, God is not speak. This is, so and so. One knows it okay if I use a little clip or whatever. And by the way, Black Queen Magic, let's support one another. What's the Cash App, PayPal, whatever, and to show my appreciation. And then, like you said, shout me out, say something. It's not that hard because the energy that you do with sneaking and stealing is way more work than if you just shout the people out where you got the information from.
Exactly.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Miss E Glimmer. We're glad to have you, babe.
Look, and I did that. I had borrowed Fred's. I can't think of his channel name right now, but he DM'd this dude first before using his video, and he gave me permission. I asked him and also gave him props. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got that
exactly.
Rashana's friend back in the day, and I was able to play that on my channel. So like it wasn't hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
because the person can only say yes or no or whatever, or however it go. Like, to me, it's put too much energy and work in doing the sneaking and stealing. But I guess that's what thieves go to.
Okay, so I pinned the member link. Go ahead and join that. Wait, what's going on?
It's a great membership, you guys. The book reading, the tarot card readings, everything is awesome.
Thank you. Let me get this picture off my screen. Get off my screen.
Ooh. I almost spit my water out. Oh, geez.
All right.
Bye, Devo.
Bye.
Oh,
so I'm going to get into let's get into this testimony. Mm-hmm. Let's see, which article was that? That was BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed, yeah.
I think before BuzzFeed, we were talking about who was before. Okay, so Copeland, because BuzzFeed is actually Angela and John Doe. So I want to actually wait to go more into Copeland because she says some things. I want to make sure that we get that out there. Let's see, where is it? I got too many tabs open. Oh.
Thank you, Crystal Sweat. Thank you so much.
All right, this is from the Daily News. R. Kelly gave employee robe to make sure she wasn't wired. That's crazy.
Lord have mercy.
I can't imagine going to work and they'd be like, can you put this robe on?
Take all your clothes off. Take off your clothes.
Fed's been knocking a little bit.
They thinking you a dry hole.
Dry hole over there naked. Okay. As R. Kelly's world was crashing down around him, the paranoid R&B superstar made a former employee change into a robe to prove she wasn't recording their conversation. The woman testified Monday. Diana Copeland, who worked as an executive assistant for Kelly for 14 years, had already quit her job when the I Believe I Can Fly singer summoned her in 2019 to Trump Tower. What? This is after she quit? Oh, wow. Hell no. Rumors about his treatment of women and girls were swirling, fueled by recent release of the documentary Surviving R. Kelly. They love to weave in some old shit here. She was greeted at the luxury apartment by a woman identified in court as Jane, who at the time was dating the singer. Okay, so we don't know if this is 5 or possibly the other one, but it says, quote, Jane gave me a robe to put on. She asked me, was I wired, if I had some type of device that would record. Copeland recalled on the stand at Kelly's sex trafficking trial in Brooklyn federal court. Quote, I was shocked and I said no. She was shocked. I don't think you were shocked, girl. While Copeland did not take off everything, she removed her sweatshirt and draped her robe over her tank top. She said on the stand that she was not wearing a wire and could not remember if she had spoken to prosecutors before meeting Kelly that day. So she had been talking to them, obviously, at the time, because she couldn't remember if she spoke to him that day or not. Like, come on, lady.
Because she was running that mouth so much.
More than 10 times. She spoke
more
to
than
them.
10 times. More than 20. Less than 20, more than 10, right?
You know, Carrie said that he had made him he wanted to get naked and get in the pool and also hit on his own brother. Allegedly, Carrie said that one time. He said, wanted me to take my clothes off and we get in the pool and talk because he wanted to make sure I wasn't wearing a wire.
Oh, God.
And he said he told him, I'm your brother. I'm not about to get in the pool naked with another hard-legged man. That was his exact word on Eddie Kane's show.
Eddie Kane. Prosecutors now consider Jane a victim of Kelly. She testified against the 3-time Grammy Award winner. At the meeting, Kelly, born Robert Sylvester Kelly, 54, asked Copeland to write a truthful letter, truthful is in quotes, about how she felt about him, she recalled. Quote, he was never verbally, physically, or mentally abused. Quote, this is what she wrote on the letter. He has never verbally, physically, or mentally abused anybody, the letter said. Like, I have to laugh at that because that sounds so immature and childish. Like, okay, after you done did a whole bunch of dirty shit to somebody, I'm just imagining like a bully, a kid. Okay, now write a letter to my mom and say I didn't do it. Like, are you serious right now?
Like he was running around ordering, and people actually showing up to the trunk, and he was scrambling around. You know what? That was his slow side coming out a lot. All these damn stupid ass letters. You want me to travel all the way to the Trump Towers, write your ass a damn lying ass letter, and she showed up to write the lying ass letter.
And the lying ass letter to me says to the jury that he's guilty. Okay, he had did this for decades. He's
scrambling around dragging up people because he knew. But he thought that was going to help him with this trial. Let me collect all my letters so I can have all praises and anything negative being said about me. This is going to help. I don't know who helped encourage that man to actually carry this mess out. That's one strategy move. He has not let go. And I don't know if Linda Mint told, I don't know if it was her grand idea to say have him write letters, but whoever turned him out on them damn letters, he ain't let it go. He probably got inmates writing letters.
All right.
He had them incriminate themselves with it. And the good thing about it is all of the people that have done it, right. All the people that have done it are now saying how they were forced to do it. Right. So that's a good thing.
And the good thing is that he recorded everything. He want to know if she wearing a wire. Well, hell, you the master of wearing all the wires.
I would have been like, take your damn shirt off.
Right. And go put some soap and water on because I'm tired of your stinking ass.
Oh, wow. So this goes on. The disgraced Sex Me singer is accused of heading an elaborate scheme that targeted underage girls and women and boys, they forgot, for illegal sex. The trial has been underway for more than a month. Witnesses have testified that Kelly kept many girls and women trapped in rooms for days. They allegedly had to request permission to eat or use the bathroom. He demanded that they call him daddy and did not allow them to look at other men, accusers say. But under cross-examination by Kelly's lawyers, Copeland proved helpful to the defense, denying some of those allegations from earlier in the trial. So she played. So basically, she capped for the defense. She was soft on him for them. which
Right.
I guess she thought would balance out what she said previously. But remember that expose she wrote on Instagram? It was only 5 pages of it, but she wrote she admitted some shit, and she's probably just like some of the other people still under some type of control from this dude mentally, psychologically, and also probably being threatened and harassed in her real life. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
She went one thing she said during the cross-examination is that the rules came from Drea about people cannot walk around the house unescorted, and that she had to knock on walls and doors, and that came from Drea.
Mm-hmm.
You know damn well Drea ain't come up with no damn rules. She locked up hog tied in her bedroom.
Yeah, she was probably just telling him what he told her
come
to
eat. Yeah. And
because Drea had to stop up these knock on walls and stuff too.
And
she was locked up in a room with jogging suits
exactly.
and 7-Eleven cups. She had to do the same thing the rest of the victims have because she was a victim once herself.
So
and that's what's disappointing when she make a mockery out of the survivors. You know you was one yourself, so why make a joke of it?
So
what you said, Miss Della?
That there were women in the house?
Yes.
And Miss Della, she wore jogging suits. She wore jogging suits too. Now check this.
Yeah,
she wearing jogging suits too, and she wasn't allowed to give eye contact to men. And she went on to say during the cross that she didn't have a problem not giving men eye contact. She didn't want to be looking at men anyway.
What? Wait, who said that?
Diana Copeland.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? We'll have some more I have a different article that has some more details about that, and I'm just going to finish this one. It says she claimed that it was not true. She claimed that it was not true that Kelly would forbid female guests from using the bathroom without permission. She also says she never saw Kelly deny women food and water, that he never locked them in rooms. Now, mind you, she's also covering her own ass by saying these things, right?
Exactly.
She was the watcher and the key keeper, and she was culpable and compliant and complicit. So don't fucking try to play these games, Diana Copeland. You did that shit.
We know about you booking flights for these underage
was
babies.
The handler. All those victims that have testified brought her name up. Her name's been brought up by 4 different victims about how she controlled and did this and did that. Goddess, you are absolutely right. She tried to cover her own ass.
She was booking rooms, booking flights, and she even mentioned sometimes. I think her and London on the Track, Cheryl Meg had a little issue because she was supposed to be off that day, and one of them text messages was released, and she had to cover her because she was supposed to be booking the room for these underage babies. You know what? Kelly better be glad that Trump himself, because he done stained the Trump Towers with all that disgusting mess, and I'm sure their floors is damaged and stuff too. He lucky he don't get sued, but they might be coming down the pipeline. You know, they probably floored. Them people in that Trump Tower probably didn't even have no idea. And then renting, they all was appalled when they found out that man was renting, knowing that the status that he was pretending to be on, which he was financially, but his stupid ass wasted all his money with all these NDAs and lawsuits.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. What's up, Michelle Hurd? Yes. She said this is some clown shit right here.
Because them neighbors in Florida, when that house got ready, that lady said, we're all homeowners in this community. What do you mean renting? She was
Never met an R. Kelly, have you? Oh, wow.
You see, that white lady was taken back. She was talking that news before. What?
Wait a minute. What's up, Joanne Reynolds? Listen, Joanne said, hello, everyone. You listen to the other channel, Sylvia's and everyone that was there. They talk like they nothing go. The prosecutors was looking bad today. They said they should have free R. Kelly. They always say that. Every day they say that. And they may have had some strong testimony for the defense, but it doesn't matter because you have to understand all he need. Listen, I don't even remember how many counts this thing has on it, but we need one count.
60.
Okay.
60.
Yeah, 60.
And look, that's just in
On this
Brooklyn.
particular trial, I mean, I'm talking
No,
about this case.
this just in Brooklyn. He still got all the other
I
counts.
know, but I'm saying 60, not 60.
Oh, I think it's 48 in New York.
In New York,
Oh.
48 counts? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay, because I had predicted, somebody asked me, I think last live, how many years you think he'll get? I said 40. I think he'll get 4 counts, but 40. But I think Keith Raniere got 120 years, y'all. He got guilty of all counts. All counts. I think R. Kelly's headed down that road.
I think R. Kelly the minimum is 50 in Brooklyn. The minimum 50, but I think it's gonna be like 50 and up when they get done.
Are you talking year sentence or charges?
Yeah, I believe when it's all said and done, sentencing, he gonna face at least 50.
Okay,
he gonna get that's just my intuition.
Okay, yeah, that's close to. I said 40. I'm just being, I'm being generous with it. Kind of like, I'll be a little light, little, give him a little herpes. Get him on the little herpes, get him on the little, couple this, couple that, and he's gonna spend some time, and he's 54, so he's not coming out. He ain't coming out, and because honestly, his health is bad, his mind is bad, and he may, take other measures, because I don't see this being a long-term affair with him. And
you're right, because even if he gets 40, he's still,
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You know what, Goddess? Even I was just thinking about Diana Copeland's testimony again, and how she might have capped for him during the cross-examination with the defense, but the bottom line is that she had corroborated by being forced to testify all the things that the accuser were saying. So they weren't forced to eat, they weren't doing this or that. It's basically still you up there saying that you, like Beautiful Spirit even said, you booking flights, you're still doing stuff that is corroborating the Rico and the Mann Act. And I'm sorry, and the Mann Act. So she can cap all she wants, but the bottom line is it still corroborates that Rico. And that's
R. Kelly, but he's so stupid. He knew the feds was looking at him. Before he got racked up in 2019, July 11th. He called all these old has-beens.
Give that date. Yes.
Yes. He dragging up all these old has-been ass people back to the Trump Towers, and knowing that everything is still wiretapped under a microscope. You don't think that she purposely told the feds, I'll go back one more time and collect some more evidence for y'all and some more proof, that especially with these letters. I mean, writing all these damn letters. And he's so stupid. He gonna drag him back to the Trump. You don't think nobody, a detective, somebody sitting down the street from the Trump, getting all this camera footage of walking in and out and stuff? You don't think nobody in the front desk was maybe undercover agent? He's so damn dumb. I'm glad he got caught. And she's stupid too, thinking that you can't cooperate with the feds and be an informant and stuff, and then you gonna get up there. They probably laughing like, let her tell her little soft ass lies for him. But we got the facts and the proof right here.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because she's one of the ones that forked over the information with the rest of his team in 2018. Like they said.
When she left, she scattered. She ran in 2018. So expose, like, let me put this out in public and just show my hands now, because the heat is hot right now. But I got this USA Today article too about her. I wanted to go into, because it's like a different angle. So this one says, R. Kelly's longtime assistant testified that the R&B superstar was so paranoid. Okay, we knew this, but he once asked her to change into a robe to demonstrate she was not wearing a wire. He could get pretty heated, she said. Who was his assistant? This one says 15 years. She told jurors he made her cry at times. Copeland testified that Kelly kept strict policies for his entourage and once compelled her to write a letter falsely confessing to stealing from him. Still, Copeland says she did not witness any of the alleged abuse, including kidnapping and sexual assault, described by a long list of witnesses over the past month in Kelly's racketeering trial at a federal court in Brooklyn. Blah, blah, blah. I wanted to, oh, wait, there's more. She said, I was scared, ashamed, and embarrassed. Witness says R. Kelly locked her. Oh, this is the Jane Doe, I think, locked her up before the assault. Wait a minute. But it says then Copeland's testimony revealed new details about Kelly's unusual routines and the degree to which he relied upon his inner circle. She had says she had no control over his. He had no control over his own bank account and had, quote, no idea where his royalties were going. Quote, he didn't even know his own social security number. Copeland said that was a huge problem. And yeah,
trying to elicit sympathy for that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Child,
trying to take away some of his capabilities. But like the thing is, though, she was with him 15 years. Okay,
that's a long time.
A long time. But you also remember, and we played some audio about how he separates people. Right, he keeps people in separate compartments. There's different layers to his dirtiness, right? And there's that dark place that probably not a lot of people get to see. So maybe he assessed her as somebody he could only show so much to. Like there's some people who probably he was like,
there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go. That's right, got it.
Like this girl, this lady,
that's it right there, got it.
This lady fingered me up the ass. This lady, you know, she screwed me and my whole security team. I think I can trust her to show her the den. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it depends on probably what level they've gone to as far as their culpability with him to show how complicit can you be? What you gonna show me to let me show you something? You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So
yeah,
exactly.
She might have been at that level. Her
elevator
for her didn't go to the basement. It went to the damn lobby. She didn't get to see the shit, all the shit.
That's right.
Maybe.
That's right, got it. Speak on it, got it.
But they said some people, he knew what to bring certain shit around certain people, and if not anything, you know, like, and then certain things he was just his true self, which was the disgusting stuff. But they said he knew who to have certain things around, as far as his behavior and indulging and stuff. He definitely knew how to play that role. We can't have that mess around with so on their way over. We can't do that around them, y'all.
The fact that she kept quitting and going back the few times she did shows how much power he still had over her. And even when she did the mass exodus in 2018 because her ass was up against the wall, she better pray that an indictment don't come back on her ass because the feds don't like what the hell she did on crowds.
Well, even the meeting with the robe, that was in 2019 at Trump. So this was after she left him and before he was arrested. So, and she had been talking to the feds. So
that's right.
You know, so it just says that he definitely, unless she did it for the feds, which if she wasn't wired, you know, what happened? What else happened? I want to know in that meeting that you weren't wired in.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to know. And did she have sex with him? I want to know.
I believe
I know, right?
Yeah, I think she did. Like how
everybody had to get on their knees. Everybody had to.
Everybody else, even his own damn brother, was damn near gonna get it.
Yeah. And then
she ran there wearing hoodies and shit like the rest of the damn victims. Why wouldn't she have had sex with him? And she can't look at men either. So, hell, she
not only that, y'all got to think too. These, you know what? Kelly, so they all was stupid. If you know that you a crook and you dirty, you doing the most scandalous, nastiest, disturbing thing, and you got your crew with you, and they all participated and they a witness and they just as guilty as your ass. But when they leave you, the way I'm old school, I know it's like it's certain rules even in the game. You don't let nobody leave and come back because that's when you get got. That's just like in the dope game when somebody leave the spot and they tell you, "Oh, I'll be back." You don't let them get the ups on you like that. You let them come back because that means they about to take the whole place down. That's just as good with his situation. He had all Darryl McDavid left and came back. Everybody left and came back. And you know the dirty shit that you done did, that's on your stupid ass.
Exactly.
He kept letting these people come back for what? Because and that just let you know, he was so stuck on the bullshit, he didn't care.
I think he had his tendencies overcame him, like his thoughts. I think he just.
I've been like all the shit you know on me, and you think you done left. I don't know who you been talking to, what you been doing. I'm already paranoid and shit. Aggie, I'm gonna let you come back.
There had to be a reason for that. He probably wanted to grill her about the feds. Like, who you been talking to? Did you tell him anything? You know, their own.
Yes, that's exactly. Get on your knees, strip out of here.
We heard on that tape how he talked to Cash. Remember how he talked to Cash Jones on that tape? So
Yeah.
we know
Yeah,
how calculated. We know
it was very direct.
we know how calculated he can be and how they say he's stupid, but that motherfucker knows, like, the way he talked to her, like, go get it and then come back. Like, he's definitely paranoid. And
Well, you
covering
heard
his
what
shit.
the guy from Public Announcement said about how he controls everything. He controls his whole enterprise, his empire.
You know
He controls
what?
it.
He's like a silent assassin, like a what I can say is like that movie Salt or whatever. Like he's very militant trained, like in a way, if you think about it. And he done mastered that. Like he even with that was when you heard that recording and him talking to her, it was very stern but very firm, direct order, like in his whole tone on their phone. The way he talked to her, and it was like a chilling moment. Like she knew that I guess that's how he sound when he direct and mean business. Cause you could tell he like, oh, screw all this other bitch you talking about. You go get it, and then you come back.
Okay. Yeah, I want to welcome well, of course, Lucky Penny, but April Tatum Hogan. Welcome to the channel. Good vibes, definitely good vibes, even with this disgusting
Wait a
shit.
minute, April Tatum. You know Tatum's?
That's your
Might be
people.
family, girl. Might be family.
That's your peoples. Welcome. Good vibes, baby. Good vibes.
Yes,
Okay,
welcome.
Lucky Penny said his forehead looked like another mouth. Child. If only it could talk.
Another one grew out there from all his damn devilish shit.
He said he could hide snacks from the commissary in there, child. Oh my
Right.
Oh my God, that is funny.
Y'all are crazy. Okay, let me go back into this thing, finish off this thing. We gotta get into nephew, child. We ain't even got into nephew yet.
Right.
All right. Lawyers for the singer-born Robert Sylvester Kelly have said the star has trouble reading and writing. Copeland says she would draft his text messages before the advent of voice-to-text applications. So she was literally texting for this nigga before they had text to type or whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah.
He lived in a nocturnal lifestyle in which he often didn't start his day till 5 p.m., played basketball at midnight, and remained in the recording studio until the sun came up, Copeland said.
He's a vampire.
There it is, pretty much. For this article. Okay. So next
Ain't want nobody tap dancing on him in the daytime.
We're gonna get into Jane Doe 7. They're calling her Angela.
Right.
Okay. So let's get into that. Everybody good? Miss Della.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda going viral. I've been seeing Baby Yoda everywhere. Baby Yoda done made a comeback, y'all. She all out here Vegas.
Oh shit. If she comes out to Vegas, she gonna clean y'all out. I'm telling you.
Man, Baby Yoda is on everywhere I see. Baby Yoda is there. She has arrived, y'all.
I just need to make sure I'm there to pick up the coins that fall on the ground. Okay. Let me share this screen. Talk about Lucky Penny, child. Okay. Share. Somebody called me drunk in the comments today. Drunk. Called me drunk. I don't know why. I guess they don't want to. They were like, "Oh, you're just a drunk ass." I'm like, what? No.
You wish we was drunk over here. No, we're not like them other people.
If I was drunk, you guys would not want to see that. Maybe you would actually, probably be fun. But, can y'all see this BuzzFeed news? Okay. Yeah. A backup singer says she walked in on R. Kelly having sex with Aaliyah when she was a teenager. And it's funny to me how all of the articles of the headlines for this Jane Doe say the Aaliyah whole thing. But the news is that she herself was abused by him. Like, that to me is the news, because we knew this, that she saw this, right? And the mother, Diane Houghton, denied knowing her. She said under the title, it says the woman also said Kelly threatened her into having sex with him on a regular basis while she was underage. Oh, that breaks my heart.
And
Oh,
we can see her.
the
Yeah, we
picture.
see her in one of Aaliyah's videos too. Like, how can you
Yeah,
deny her when she's in the video?
and not only that, with the first accuser, bless her heart and her deposition. Shout out to Jim Dare Goddess. She mentions that about how they all, like they said they would bring their friends, whatever. So I knew that something happened to her as well. You could tell, but she said she wasn't ready to tell a story yet when she went on interviews.
Right.
So now she get her truth out and justice for her as well. And I'm so glad somebody being the voice for each other. They all support having each other's back, and that's
Right.
good.
And I do feel she got the strength from the other women because,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
she probably never would have been ready had that not been championed through
Because
their.
that's a long time to keep that suppressed into yourself.
Yeah. All respect, love, and blessings, positive
Yeah.
energy, healing to her, because
Mhm.
nobody can dictate anybody's journey to tell and share their trauma. It has to be when
Exactly.
that person is ready. And so the fact that she has got up with all this, this hating on the other side and stood strong. They said she was a very strong witness today. In fact, she couldn't even be cross-examined that long. So shout out to Jane Doe number 7. Yes, mama. Yes.
Absolutely. I want to say real quick to Leisha Strickland. Thank you for this. She said, I heard they looking at P. Diddy now, and I hope they damn hard.
Yes. Yes,
I know
they
that's
are.
right.
For a whole
Yes,
bunch
they
of
are.
shit. Like, for
You-
everything. Shake his ass out. Upside
know-
down from the ankles.
They said that Jaguar Wright was crazy. She was, a bitter artist and all that, but she been said that he was under federal investigation and it was gonna come out later on. And I believed it. And what happened? He under federal investigation.
I'm gonna be all over that. If you
Oh yes, he's gonna be the next trial that we gonna be keeping over.
okay, yeah, he's the next big trial. Oh my god, I don't know if I can survive. Oh, can I do that though? Do you know how much this took? This is taking a lot. This is a lot, y'all.
But
This
you
is
know
a
what?
lot.
The male victims they don't get looked upon. I noticed even in this John Doe's and R. Kelly trial, I noticed a lot of reporters say, "Oh, I don't want to be. We can't. It is John Doe's, but it's like they I don't know why when it come to male victims, they don't really get acknowledgement about they been a victim themselves of assault. So
I think they halfway can't believe it, honestly.
yeah.
Like, what is that really happened? Well, let's get into that. Let me get back into this because I think they mentioned him in this particular article, right?
Okay.
All right. So it says a woman who worked as a backup dancer for Aaliyah in the early 90s testified in court on Monday that she walked in on R. Kelly having sexual contact with the young singer when she would have been just 13 or 14. Now, and this is what we knew from the docuseries. The woman, who was identified only as Angela in court, said she and the other backup singers had been in a hotel in Washington, D.C. while on tour and snuck up to the tour bus to play a prank on Kelly. Oh, damn. She cracked open the tour bus, she said, and was shocked to see Kelly performing oral sex on Aaliyah. She closed the door abruptly and she never spoke to Kelly about what she allegedly saw. Wow. Angela first met Kelly in 1991 when she was an aspiring singer between the ages of 14 and 15. Another high school age girl, Tiffany, brought her to Kelly's apartment in Chicago where 2 other teenage girls were present. So how many is that in the same 1, 2, 3, 4? I mean, along with 3 of Kelly's adult male associates. At one point, Angela said Kelly had each of them come into another room one by one. When Angela entered the room, she found the 3 other girls standing in the room, some of whom were removing their clothes. Quote, he asked me to climb on top of him, Angela said. Jesus. She said she asked if he had a condom, to which he said he did not, but he put on a condom Angela had with her. Oh, wow. She and Kelly then had intercourse, she said. Kelly also had sexual contact with all 3 other girls during the encounter, Angela said. Oh, Jesus. And I'm not going to assume they were virgins, but like, if they weren't, they might have been close to it. And that is probably in itself some trauma. I don't know. Angela saw Kelly, quote, every day for quite a few years End quote. After that, she said, at Kelly's urging, she and Tiffany stopped attending high school to focus on their music careers. So they stopped going to high school. Quote, we were given an option. We were either going to sing or we were going to go to school, she said. The alleged sexual contact between Angela and Kelly continued for 3 or 4 years after, while she was still under the age of 18. This hurts
Damn
me.
shame. Damn shame.
Quote, he told us that we had to pay our dues. It was a requirement to be around. It was a requirement to be around Diana Copeland. Stop fucking lying, Diana Copeland.
That's right.
Because Diana Copeland, y'all, we gonna dig into her ass with the stuff that I sent y'all since I copied the link. She a Barry Hankerson.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she threatening lawyers and shit. She a Barry Hankerson. Yeah, she so now I don't feel sorry for her no more. I'll take that back.
No. For 15 years with him? It says, in quotes, he told us what we had to, okay, I read that part. He also told them to, quote, get him some girls or bring him some new talent, she testified. The first time Angela met Aaliyah on the young singer's 12th or 13th birthday, she said, was on her 12th or 13th birthday. Angela, along with Tiffany and an unnamed third girl, were told by Kelly they would be Aaliyah's backup singers. At the time, Kelly and Aaliyah were working on their first album, AJ Ain't Nothing But a Number. While on tour with Kelly in about 1993, Angela, who was then 16 or 17, said she soon realized Kelly could be controlling and had an intense temper when disobeyed. It says one time she, Aaliyah, and Tiffany attended another musician's pool party, which enraged Kelly. Quote, he didn't like people looking at his girls, end quote, she said. Later that night, Kelly and the male members of his entourage went to an after party and told Angela and the other girls to stay in their hotel rooms. They left to go get food at 7-Eleven, got lost on the way back, and wound up running into Kelly and the other men. Oh, damn. Kelly allegedly said the girls would have to put out sexually as punishment, but Angela refused. He initially threatened to send her home as a result, but when she said she'd tell her mom, Kelly allegedly said he was just joking. So people would probably hear that and go, well, she bargained her way back in, but you have to understand, she's a teenager. She's not going to school. She's out on the road with this star. The sex and all that stuff, as traumatic and disgusting as it was, probably for her and these other young people was payment, as he kept probably saying, for that life to be in that world. They were entertainers with talent, singers, rappers, dancers, whatever they were. So it's a different, because a lot of people, I keep saying this, if you don't have talent and aren't in this as a person pursuing something, you don't get it. It's just something you just probably won't get. Or if you do get it, good, because, that means you can think outside the box and think broader and have people. But a lot of people can't do that. And if they can't experience it, don't get it, it didn't happen to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Damn. So here we go. Okay, so it says Angela appeared in the docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, where she spoke about Aaliyah, but did not say then that she too had been sexually abused by R. Kelly. All right. She said, I was embarrassed, she explained. I never wanted anyone to know I'd ever been in that situation at all. And that's really sad. That's really sad that, it's just the whole thing is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking from all of this. The parents too. I know people are riding on the parents, but I'm going to tell you, as a parent, I can't even imagine. And I ride for mine like I know y'all probably do too. And I'm going there all the way. I'm doing the Angelo Clary on that ass. You understand?
Exactly.
I'm Tim Savage in that motherfucker. I'm going to be all over the place. Billboard, everywhere.
R. Kelly, dude, when she said, I'll tell my mama, he shook back real fast. Oh, I was just joking, baby girl. I was joking. Don't tell your
mama to know. And I'm going to say this too, because I know that during some testimony from Jane Doe number 5 that her mom got put out there as wanting to work for him and some shit like that. But I want to say, because I remember when Lavelle Jones, remember he came on, and by the way, shout out to Lavelle. He is going to be
Yeah.
on with us soon. He just has some personal stuff going on, but he's coming back because we got to get his talk insight about Demetrius Smith and the brother Kerry, his friend Kerry.
Yeah, Kerry's
Kelly.
flipping the side now all of a sudden.
And mind you, he did text me. He's full of shit. And then he called me to reiterate how much full of shit he is. So,
Okay.
But I want to say about mother, and I want to say specifically about Mother Clary. I'm just going to put that out there, that when you want to make sure that your child don't slip through your fingers, and you want to be close, and you want to not be shut out, hell yeah, you're going to offer to be a driver or fucking be an assistant or fucking be something, because you want to be around. You want to be up in there. You want to see what's going on and hear what's going on. And if you feel in a situation at a point where like you can feel her slipping away, or maybe she has, and you trying to find your way back in, you gonna do that shit. So anybody criticizing her for that needs to check themselves and fucking get off a fucking high horse and understand that these people are hurting and going through real shit. Like, it's bullshit. I hate to hear people going in on these parents. I don't give a fuck. Like, what happened outside of the fact that they're fighting for their children, regardless of how old they are at this point.
And regardless to what, that's their child. That's what a mother and a father is supposed to do, is fight at all costs. All gloves comes off when it comes to your child. You go to hell and high water and back if you have to. If you, I mean, that's just to me. If you love your child,
No, that ain't just to you. No, that's right.
I mean, you had that God-given right.
Half of these old supporters, these women that got children, they act like they don't even have children. They act like they are Kelly over their own child. So,
Let me tell you something.
F them that they don't understand
when
what
I
a
went
parent
to
won't do.
Well, let me tell you something. It was the judge that I had when I went to jail. I had to go do my status update, all that stuff. And she ended up being on the news a few months ago because she had to go to hell and high water. She even had to go hit these streets out here and be undercover because her daughter got sex trafficked. And she found her baby. She was a judge in the daytime and she had to go in the streets. She did call out to the IT. They pussyfooting around. And you know, they almost tried to lock her up, talking about she was jeopardizing her career and her life and all that stuff. She said, "It come to my child, I'll do it all over again." And she said, "I asked y'all to come with me to go and have backup and help. Y'all was moving too slow. When it comes to a mother," she said, "that's my baby, my daughter." She had to get her daughter extensive therapy. Thank God that she got her. She took her a few months. She went and rescued and got her baby and one of these massage spas. And the baby had been trafficked from Arizona to California and Ohio in less than 6 months. And I commend her. I said I hope that she did, but she did get locked up. She just can't practice law in Las Vegas, Nevada ever again. But she got her baby home and safe and alive.
That's right.
So that was the end of what they had on her for today, but they're getting into nephew now.
Can I just say something about Javante for you? I'm sorry.
No,
I meant to say Angela. I just want to speak on the other YouTube supporters that attended the trial and were making fun of this Jane Doe because she was articulate, she enunciated and used proper English and vocabulary that they were not as familiar with, and they thought that that was funny and fake. And you know, they really tried to just clown her whole testimony. But it was interesting that they said that the defense did not spend a lot of time on her, which tells me that she must have been a very strong ass witness.
Right.
Shout out Jane Doe number 7, baby.
Yeah, they couldn't crack her. They couldn't crack her.
Yeah, they couldn't handle her, and that's good. And for them ignorant people, that's just ignorant.
That's real. The crack cannon, he shoots out crack. He hopes they take it. Take the crack, take it. No, we're not going to crack. We're not cracking, Cannick. Listen.
That's that warrior energy, boy. He was like, I can't mess with this one.
No, he can't.
He was like, man, he said, stand down, y'all. Becker, Cokehead, whatever. Fanera, go plug up that machine. You go find some dude. We can't mess with this one.
Yeah, definitely not. So let's move on to the next testimony, the next person who testified. Also, it says on Monday, another alleged victim, nicknamed Nephew, but with no actual relation to the defendant, took the stand. Nephew is one of two men who have testified that they were allegedly sexually abused by Kelly. Nephew said he was introduced to Kelly when he was 16, a 16-year-old high school junior, when his friend Louis brought him to a party at the singer's house in 2007. Lewis previously testified that he met Kelly the year prior when he was 17 while working at McDonald's, and that Kelly began sexually abusing him shortly after. It wasn't until several years later, when Nephew was 20, that Kelly allegedly began having unwanted sexual contact with him. Sometimes Kelly would direct him and one of the alleged female victims to engage in sex acts together, and Kelly would film it while masturbating, he said. Nephew recalled the girls seemed zombie-ish, in quotes, during the encounters.
Off the bars and Percocets and stuff.
Nephew said his relationship with Kelly made him feel used and abused and lied to and even brainwashed, and those are all in quotes. After Surviving R. Kelly began airing, Kelly continued to see Nephew. He wasn't even daunted by that documentary. He didn't stop the train at all.
But you know what I want to know? Usually when you have the average human being, and if you have sex for a long time, even if it's just your one partner, the vagina gets dry and it causes tearing and bleeding and soreness and inflammation and swelling and closes up. Men, usually the tip of their penis get very sore, very red and inflamed. And, I just don't understand.
His shit was numb. Beautiful spirit.
I was gonna say he had been
numbed up from all them damn bumps. He can't feel shit no more.
And he probably had.
That's why he got to get stuff up his ass and everything else. He stopped having feelings.
Neither organ is gonna be functionable, but the way his hypersexual level was and everything, he probably didn't care anyway. Like you said, he probably would shoot that damn powder of stuff up in his hole anyway.
Oh shit.
I'm telling you, it was.
I know y'all been coming over here trolling us tonight, Suburban Girl. We know you support R. Kelly, boo, but we don't. So I don't even know why you want to come over here with your thumbs down. You mad about Jane Doe number 7? Is that what it is? Y'all, they really didn't want her getting on the stand. I heard a lot of them say, I hope she don't get on the stand. I mean, why she got to get on the stand? I mean, look.
Because she gonna be the whistleblower up in here. How about that? Were you mad or not?
Andrew said he even DM'd a 17-year-old bit. Well, I thought it was Twitter. Oh, well, maybe it was a DM on Twitter, but I remember seeing that. Yeah, he was harassing this 17-year-old. That channel's gone. I mean, I tried to pull it up because I was going to bring it up. Jada Washington said he's a sick man, period. Yeah.
Everybody mad that the truth came out. This man got caught because they want him to continue this behavior. And they probably mad because their child wasn't assaulted. And that's some sick ass shit to me, because that's what it seemed like they really mad at. Why it couldn't have been them and they kids.
Seemed like that. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they don't care. Lucky Penny said they were disassociating. That's why they look like zombies. Yeah, probably drug too. I agree with that too. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, and you do gotta, you going through, when you know some mess about to go down, you probably silently praying that you make it out. You don't know how crucial it's gonna be, whether it's the domestic violence or the R word, because I don't know why we can't say it, but that's how the people be. But you do kind of like you travel mentally, spiritually to another place, like you check up out of here, because so I could see that too as well, and that's terrible. And then you could tell like they probably was tired, so yeah, they probably did, and he probably contribute to it. But yeah, you're right, and they don't want to be there anyway.
Yeah, when they have that characteristic of being in a zombie-like state, is something that is always described of people. I'm sorry, young victims that have been trafficked. That is something that is characteristic that has been diagnosed by professional psychiatrists, psychologists. That is a characteristic. It go into like a zombie.
It's sort of like being hypnotized. We've heard this before about the girls look like zombies, like military trained like robots or whatever. And I remember our music artists in the industry said, yeah, when they tour, they seen them passing in the hallway or getting off of the tour bus, being escorted in the rooms and stuff. How they look like zombies. The girls look like zombies. They just look zoned out or whatever. And nobody gonna say that different time frames, different decades. This man doing this shit for decades. Yeah, they was told that Drill was seen once he got her underneath his damn hypnosis. She was wearing a dog suit that was zombied out and looked zoned out too.
Yep. Well, let me get into this nephew testimony. It says it wasn't until several years later when nephew was 20. Oh, yeah, that we said that already. Nephew said he was in a relationship with Kelly. Okay, yeah. Nephew said his relationship with Kelly made him feel used, abused, and lied to. Read that part too. Let's see. Okay. As a protective measure, Kelly allegedly dictated a letter for nephew to write and sign, as he is accused of making many of his other alleged victims do. Quote, he said he needed me to write something for him, saying we had no sexual relationship with each other. Nephew said he told me word for word. So he basically dictated the letter. Right. Diana Copeland, Kelly's former executive assistant, also said Monday she was made to write a letter stating how she felt about him in order to protect him. During this 2019 meeting, which she said she saw Kelly, the last time she saw Kelly, she was asked by one of Kelly's girlfriends to take off her clothes and put on a robe to ensure he wasn't wired. We read that. She refused to undress, testified Monday. She was not, in fact, wearing a wire. He was very upset, quote, this is in quotes, that at what was going on in the media, she said. He was very upset about that. And it says Copeland's testimony painted a picture of a paranoid, controlling man and corroborated many of the allegations put forth by Kelly's alleged victims. So, you know, for whoever thinks that she was such a win for the defense, she may have been soft for them, but it seems that the press feels that she painted a clear picture of all of the things that the prosecution is trying to prove. Mm-hmm. Okay. The girls and women living in Kelly's house were not free to roam, she said, and he would not allow them to interact with any men beside himself. When calling an Uber for one of them, Copeland testified she often had to cancel multiple rides until getting a female driver. And them cancellations ain't free. He ain't mad to spend the $5 or whatever it is to cancel the ride. By the time he find out, they already there in the front. He like, oh, hell no. He must not have been in a hurry either, I guess. Okay, in quotes, he did eventually realize you can't pick the gender of the driver, so he didn't ask anymore. Oh, wow. Why didn't he have his own driver at that point? He's just using Ubers now. I mean, they got Uber receipts and records too, child. Yep. So nephew, I mean, it seems that he might have been a shorter testimony because they said that Lizette Mayweather was the last person to testify, which is the twin sister of Suzette, who previously testified. She's an ex-enterpriser also, and she's supposed to finish her testimony tomorrow.
And that's the one that supposedly doesn't like him.
So, yeah, the one that doesn't like him is the one now testifying.
Right.
I want to bring up the IG page that has some stuff on them since we're talking about them.
Okay.
If y'all don't mind.
Absolutely. I also just wanted to mention while you're bringing that up, that John Doe #2 nephew, he's also been mentioned by 3 of the victims. So again, corroborating these victims are saying they were forced to have relations with him and that R. Kelly recorded it. Okay. So we just want to make sure that we're painting this full Rico picture to those that don't understand that that's what the prosecution is doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get a lot of comments saying, I don't see no Rico. And I told somebody who commented that, just let it play out. You got to let it play out and just watch what they're doing. They're putting together a whole puzzle. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
So this is the IG page. We were in the other live about Cheryl Mack. But this has a lot of things about a lot of people in this IG, which has been up. It was up from 2019 to 2020, and it was an insider who was running it. But I think Diana Copeland's in here too. Did I read about her in here too? I did, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, so let's see what they say about the Mayweathers. Robert and the Mayweathers. Although I know Robert has known the twins for a long time. Didn't we read this? I kind of feel like we read this.
I don't think so.
Sounds familiar. Okay, maybe I just read it. Okay, although I know Robert has known the twins for a long time, I didn't really start seeing them around on a regular basis until 2015. In 2014, we did drive to Texas with Robert for their birthday celebration. Prior to 2014 and 2015, they would show up to his house or studio maybe a couple times a year. I think I did read this because of the first Mayweather. I think that's why. But I'll read it. They would, okay, like Robert's birthday or one of his other gatherings. I would also see them backstage after shows from time to time. I specifically remember seeing them sitting on stage with Summer at one of Robert's Valentine's Day shows. They were really close to Robert, Jabba, Bubba, Michelle, and a few others. After Cheryl left, I remember Robert started discussing bringing one of the twins on board. A couple of people didn't think it was a good idea. Robert was defensive and questioned why they felt that way. One person, a female, tried to explain to him that the twins were already working in the entertainment industry and they're probably not a good fit to be his average help. Robert had no clue what that meant, but he would later find out. To be continued in an hour. And I think I did read this. I remember reading this. I don't want to reread stuff I read, y'all. Let me see. Let me see what the chat says.
Yeah, I forgot to mention something about Jane Doe 7. She also said that some of the men that were there when they were brought into the room, one by one, was BK, or Bruce Kelly, Demetrius, known as Johnny, and a Larry Hook, who was a then-time manager. So she did name those three people.
Okay. So 71 Suburban Girl. She is a Kel Stepper, y'all, in the chat. So she says that he's also looking at 15 years bad time, not credible. But I thought that was the other John Doe that was looking at the 15 years.
That's
Arline?
right. Not this
Richard,
one. That's
Richard
right.
Arline.
That's right. John Doe number 1 was looking at 15 years.
Right. That's what I thought. Okay, so this is a different John Doe. This is a John Doe number 2. This is nephew. This is a whole separate John Doe. Okay, this
right.
Different John Does.
Arline got 15 instead of 30 years for his plea deal.
Arline is his facing time, and as he should be facing time.
Exactly.
Okay, Queen said letters with nothing when you have other evidence on video. Yeah, there's other evidence.
These people, they kill me trying to keep saying no evidence and all this and that and face offense. I just don't understand. I don't know what part they get it, but I don't know if they think if they say it out loud enough times it's gonna go away. That's what got them in trouble now, because of the evidence and the videos.
Sister Bell, right, you're right. Sister Bell said, notice R. Kelly was watching Investigation Network while talking to Gayle King about the Christmas tree for his mom. And somebody else said that he was watching CNN. Like he watches the news. He watches them. Imagine the person who likes to see himself video doing the most disgusting things also would like to see himself on the news, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Himself on TV.
Yeah. All predators come back to the crime scene and they love to insert their stuff for the investigation. They love to keep up with it.
Exactly, Thomas. He said he really thought all those letters was going to save him. How stupid is that to have all these letters? Like he just, y'all got a letter on so-and-so? Yeah.
Well, see, Cheryl Mack and Linda Mitch helped you come up with that game plan. Then they realized with so many letters, we're going to need help, you guys.
R.I.P. Linda Mitch. I mean, wow.
You try to have a minister write a letter.
So, I wanted to talk about Alanis Morissette real quick because this came up recently and I just thought, wow, this stuff is really coming out, man. And what if all this stuff is connected? Because Ghislaine Maxwell, who was connected with Epstein, there's people involved.
Oh, yeah, she gave up over 200 names of people, CEOs and record labels, Hollywood celebrities and stuff that was on that island at these that they stage and say it's charity events, but it's really not. It's trafficking events. And she mentioned Jive Records, she mentioned RCA, she mentioned all them people. that was on that island at the alleged charity events, which they displaying kids like selling them, might as well say. So I'm pretty sure and they mentioned Rockefeller and them and Rock
Yeah.
Nation and all that. Yeah, they said over 200 names people that she gave up. And when she offered the judge all the money, when she be out on bond, I give you these names, and I got money for you. You want it cash or electronic?
Oh shit. I know. Hold on, I'm looking for this damn article myself. What is this one? Male witness describes R. Kelly. Is this a different one? Oh, this is the first article, first John Doe. Okay. I guess I gotta pull it back up. Hold on.
I believe they be begging to get out of bond so they can go take the cowardly way out and try to take they in themselves like a self-suicide bomb.
What's Baby Yoda doing over there? She too quiet tonight. Too quiet tonight.
I love you, Baby Yoda.
Head is on the pillow.
She barely
It's a Monday. Monday.
It's
To be
good.
like
It's,
that.
it's actually it's pretty good. The live is good.
Okay.
You guys are killing
it. Well, thank you. She's like on the side bench here. Okay, let me pull up. I got in a different article, but this stuff is coming out, y'all. Alanis Morissette says she was victim of multiple statutory R words as a teenager. Says that, quote, I would always say I was consenting when I'd be reminded you're not consenting at 15. So this is an example of somebody who how they want to say she thought she was grown. Well, in her mind, she thought she was consenting because, mind you, and she's in the music industry at a young girl, at 15. That's really young. But let's just see what this says. It says, speaking in a new documentary, Alanis Morissette says she was the victim of multiple statutory R words as a teenager. The documentary Jagged is screening at the Toronto Film Festival this week. The Washington Post has reported that Morissette describes the attacks during the film. Quote, it took me years in therapy to even admit there had been any kind of victimization on my part, she says. I would always say I was consenting, and then I'd be reminded like, hey, you were 15, you're not consenting at 15. Now I'm like, oh yeah, they're all pedophiles. It's all statutory R word. Exactly. Morissette 47 does not identify the alleged abusers. She adds, quote, I did tell a few people and it kind of fell on deaf ears. It would usually be a stand up, walk out of the room moment. A lot of people say, why did that woman wait 30 years to report R word? And I'm like, fuck off. They don't wait 30 years. No one was listening, or their livelihood was threatened, or their family was threatened. That's right. Wow. She said at 15, Morissette was beginning her music career, recording demos and videos in the hope of securing a record deal. She was signed to MCA Canada in 1990 and began recording her debut album, Alanis, age 16. Released only in her native Canada, it and her successor Now Is the Time showcased a dance pop sound that she turned away from for third album, Jagged Little Pill. That record became a huge success, selling 33 million copies worldwide, and cemented a career that has seen her release 6 further albums, most recently Such Pretty Forks in the Road. Morissette will reportedly not attend the premiere of Jagged. Director Alison Clayman said, of course, I wish Alanis could be there. It was a privilege to make the film, and I'm really proud of it. Hopefully there will be other opportunities in the future for her to come to film events. That is crazy that she's not naming who. Sounds like she never said anything and never prosecuted anybody. She's just basically just saying, yeah, this happened. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
But I'm still glad she spoke out. Even, they did the documentary. I don't know how. I'm curious about how it all came to be. How did they approach her for this? How did this even happen, the documentary, if she never spoke out and, never named the people or anything? But I bet you if you go back into her real history and do some real research, you probably figure out who was involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's a damn shame. All right. Lucky Penny's calling out Baby Yoda. So I think we're at the end of all the testimony and all the stuff. So let's just touch on real quick this YouTube bullshit, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let me just play the little audio that I have. I just picked a piece of this audio. I hope I try to pick a piece of the audio. So just to give a little background, let me pull up the video. So I got quite a few people hit me up about some lives that had gone on last night. Now, apparently there were a couple lives going on simultaneously. So we had we got supporter of R. Kelly's Sky Life. She had a panel going, right? And then we had Diva the Divine Light, who does not support R. Kelly. She had a live going. And I guess, I don't know if this happened last night or previously, that there was arguing amongst them on each other's panels, like hopping on each other's panels. So what I understand initially, because, some of this, I saw some of this. Sky Life, who does not support R. Kelly, they were cracking on Larry and his wife, basically calling his wife a pimp. She's sitting up collecting cash apps that the Oak Cove people's is sending and all of that, right? And then, so they couldn't get too much out before the people start popping up on their panel, because I guess they had put a link in the chat already. So then you had Diva, Blade, and a couple of other people hop on that panel, and they got into an argument. They got into it. Okay.
And Tears.
Tie, right?
Yep.
Okay. So an argument took place and some things were said, and some of the things that were said are now being said to be racist things. Now that perks my ears up, because it's enough that we're dealing with in this R. Kelly sector to then now have to worry about fucking racist all in the middle of this shit, when it's mostly black people. This is honestly, it's a black, I hate to say it like this, because I know there's people of all races. I love everybody. This is not saying you're not included or you're not welcome or accepted. But R. Kelly is a black man. This is you can kind of say it's a black issue. I'm just going to say, could be said to be a black issue, even though I don't think that way about it, because I think, honestly, this happens all across the world with all types of races and people, and this needs to be stopped in everybody's backyard and bedrooms. But I'm saying that to say, for people to be all up in the middle of it with platforms dedicated to this is a fight for black girls, boys now, and men and women, right? So for the most part. So for this person to now be exposed as a racist is it's insane to me. But
very troubling.
It's troubling. It's horrible. It is. I don't play that shit. I don't play it. I don't play it with the kids. Don't mess with the kids. Okay? Don't mess with the kids. I'm a woman. Don't mess with women. And I'm black. Don't mess with my motherfucking people. Period. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. Have respect.
It was more than racist remarks made that was disappointing.
That's true. There was also another disturbing remark, disturbing remark made. So let me just play this little bit of audio. I don't know if that audio covers that part, but let me just play what I got. And this audio comes from channel Team Libra. Okay.
Shout out Team Libra.
Let me see.
Like I said, to call somebody a monkey, even when Evelyn Lozada called OG a monkey, when the whole world saw that on national TV, Evelyn wasn't talking about us specifically, but when she said that as a race and as a black woman, we all was affected by it. And so that's the thing there. It's like she could have been separately saying it to one person, but that's how she feels in her heart. That's how they talk behind closed doors. Because not only did Diva say it, the girl Blade said it too. And they both Puerto Ricans. And so that was a derogatory remark. Now, maybe they didn't think so, but I'm telling them that it is. So hopefully they won't say it anymore. And the other part that they said they hope that her kids get touched and molested and die, that part, you can't get beyond that. So I guess it's an excuse why she said that too. Hey, I really don't care. I'm going to just keep running my channel, keep doing what I'm doing, and keep it pushing, and keep spreading.
Listen, shout out to Team Libra. She did, this is an hour-long live. She went in and aired people out on this motherfucker. Let me just tell you. And I'm going to say that it needed to be aired out. It needed to be aired out because it is not okay for you to call a black woman or any black person a monkey over and over. Oh, you a monkey. You a monkey. You a monkey. You are saying that you mean.
I'm lost. Hold on for a second because
Well, okay, yeah, but let me just say, you mean that. You meant what you said, and when everybody knows a monkey is a racist, slanderous,
that is correct.
derogatory
You don't
term.
call
Okay,
a
go
black
ahead.
person a
Baby,
monkey.
y'all done woke up, y'all. What's going on, baby?
Yep.
Remove that little language down there from Lucky Penny.
It's gone.
So hold on.
She said she was just messing with you.
I know. So wait a minute. Hold on. So you're telling me that so these are R. Kelly. These are people that against R. Kelly. We all supposed to be on the same team.
Correct.
A fight broke out, an argument occurred, and therefore name calling, and two of the people, or someone called somebody else a monkey.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, they also said they hope their child got touched. Now, her excuse for this is saying, let me just say this. First of all, she took the video down on her end. I think the video on Sky Life's channel might still be up. And Queen Libra said it's at the 2 hour and 5 minute mark. So, but
and she has said to help the kids die after getting sexually.
Yeah, well, she claims she never said the die part, but she did admit to saying she hopes the kid gets touched, and she also did admit to calling the lady a monkey, and still stood by her saying that because she said she looked like a monkey. Now I don't know what Sheena speaks. I think that's how you pronounce it. She's been over here before. And by the way, if you happen to hear this, Sheena Speaks, you guys sent me an email a while back and I've never got back to you, but I wanted to, and I never could find it. So this is my opportunity to say you can email me back. But anyway, I just want to say, I don't know what she looks like. It doesn't matter to me what she looks like, because to me, when you see a black woman and you're saying, you look like a monkey, you monkey, like to me, you're talking to all black women at that point.
I thought
the fight was about, okay, so
on the same team here.
Yeah, so basically, the lady Sky Life does not support R. Kelly, okay? So like I said, they were making fun of Larry, yo grown man. I say yo grown man because, I know you miss him. But, and that's to you, Baby Yoda. I'm talking to you. And they were on the non-supporter side, talking about Larry and his wife, talking about how they're getting all these cash apps and she's just sitting pretty while they're all working for her, basically. So I guess, you can't talk about Larry. I guess you can't talk about Larry.
And they call Ty out. They call Ty out.
Oh, right. Ty. Okay, so one of the people over there, Ty, is in a wheelchair. I don't know if you know that. She's in a wheelchair. So the lady had a title that referenced her. I didn't see it or get it at the time. I didn't get it. But I guess when I look back, I guess it was dressing her. So because of that, here they came onto this lady's panel and it started the whole thing. Like, why are you bringing up Larry and his wife and Ty? And why are you? See, my thing is this. That's their channel. That's their channel. Like, what? How you going to go to somebody's channel and question what their commentary is or what they're talking about? You might not like it, but why do you go over there
in a gang and attack with yelling and fucking screaming like, I don't know, didn't go over there to communicate and talk, but just yelling and screaming and carrying on.
It was crazy. And so Team Libra, this is the channel who aired them out, she said she went over there. I guess they called her over there and she went. And she said they were just arguing and fighting and screaming and she couldn't get a word in. So she came back to her channel just to continue talking about the situation. And I agreed with her, which is why I'm talking about it, because they're trying to make it, sweep it away under a rug. Like, Diva, Divine Light. We have other names, but we'll be respectful on the channel, child. Like Diva Divine Light. She posted a video. The whole video was like an hour and something, I think, or I don't know, however long it was last night. There was a mess. Okay. Queen said it. I was there listening last night. It was a mess. Horrible. Diva talking so disrespectful, right? She stood by what she was saying. She didn't want to, no, I'm not racist. No, that's not true. I'm a nice person. I have a good heart. But yeah, you just call a homegirl a monkey several, not even just like, casual monkey. Like you really hammered that in, you and old girl. So you believe that and you were mad. So she came back, I think today, to say she was upset. She put an apology up, 5-minute thing. and explained that she admitted she said what she said. She admitted she meant it, but she said it's not racist, and then proceeded to put all her black family members on her community wall. And
can I say something else that she
absolutely.
said? She said that it wasn't all my fault. She says an apology, but then says it wasn't all my fault. Sticks and stones, and I went into that. And let me tell you something. All that deflection and that bullshit excuses, you know, you can see through that, okay? And we feel that as women. How can you stand up and have a platform against pedophilia, victims of women abuse? You are supposed to be an abused woman, and then come out and fucking call a black woman a monkey. It's racially motivated. I don't give two fucks what you say. And then the half-ass excuse of an apology was bullshit. And it's a shame. Ought to be ashamed of yourself. But you and whoever else had anything to fucking do with it. Shame on y'all ass.
That
it's
is
disgusting.
And the wish, this is what Angelo was talking about, why he got cussed out and disrespected for no reason. Y'all supposed to be advocating for the victim. Everybody supposed to be, not everybody, but majority of us has mustered enough courage and enough heart to share our own life traumas and childhood abuse, sexual abuse, domestic violence abuse, to share our stories on a platform. I've opened up. I know for a fact that some of them on the other side have opened up about it, and it's supposed to be genuine. And this is what Angelo was saying. You cannot advocate for another survivor and stuff, and then you running around telling about you hope this woman's child gets sexually assaulted and dies. Right. How the hell are we advocating for these kids and for victims, and we wish death and sexual assault on another child? How can you get that enraged? Now that
and isn't the majority of her subs are black women?
Crazy. You're not fucking.
The majority of your subs are black women. So black women stand up and call out for what's right. Right. It doesn't matter if you got to unsub, but let people know.
Hey, the one she knows.
Wait. Standing no shit like that being referred to as a monkey.
Because most of them are bought, right? And that was already put out there publicly. The person who bought them even admitted they bought those subscribers. So don't be over there cheering on the fact that you got new followers and subscribers and all of that when you done bought half of them. That is just another fucking fake ass piece of shit thing that you do over there, and I can't stand it. And I have this passion behind it because I have dealt with this person one-on-one. I actually called this woman in quotes to let her know I was going live one day and airing out some stuff, and I wanted to clarify some stuff with her. But instead of being a woman and having a conversation, what did she do? Jumped off the phone and ran and got old girl, her cohort over here, who was also the monkey calling person, and got on a live before I did to try to beat me to the punch and try to do something, which it didn't do shit. But all I'm saying is that just showed me who you are as a person. Your character is very, very fucked up. You're a fucked up individual. So I don't care how much you come on here and say how nice you are. You, Diva the Divine Light, I'm talking to you. Okay? All this. I'm
yelling and cussing out your damn kids. Hold
that. Pin that. But for you to do that type of shit that you do, you fucking threw me under the motherfucking bus because you knew the truth with Lizette and everything else that happened, and yet you want to continue to let them people spread lies. You probably smoke them damn lies your damn self. And I just want to say that I think you're a shitty person, a shitty ass individual. And I'm glad that this came out about you because it is what you do. Y'all over there also with the N-word left and right, which I couldn't stand that either. I never said shit about it, but I don't like that shit. You not black. And you saying you mixed, that don't help because you're not mixed.
Baby Yoda is confused.
Did we lose Goddess?
Apologize sincerely if you really mean it. Like, just that's the whole thing. And Team Libra said that in a video. She said, look, we all make mistakes, which we do. None of us are perfect, right? But you have a platform, right? And this platform is supposed to be, like Beautiful Spirit said, you're supposed to be advocating for victims out here and children. And you out here trying to curse other people's kids and put something like that on them.
And all of this was because of Larry?
Yes! Yes! That's the... Listen, let me tell you this. I've heard these people who follow this man complain about snitches because, you know, the whole PPP, I don't know if y'all are aware of the P. I'm not trying to get into the middle of none of that shit, but the PPP loan situation, you know, I think her channel got taken down, but somebody came out to give information about the fact that some of these people are involved in the PPP loan situation, right? And this man is all up and through it. His name is everything, all up in it, all in the mix of it, even though he's incarcerated right now. And these people advocate, follow, fight for tooth and nail. You can't say one thing. I mean, I'm surprised ain't nobody jumped up in here at this moment. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, we all can say what we feel. We all can speak on our experiences, and we should be able to do so on our own platforms at that, without being harassed and jumped on by a motherfucking fake ass gang. Like, come on.
And you know what, Goddess? Team Libra called out another YouTuber that completely took her channel down. That's been out here all in the mix, all champion Larry, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look for you either.
So
okay?
Hold on, who do we care about? Wait a minute. So we care about Team Libra, right?
We care about Black women, and we don't want Black women in this sector specifically.
And the truth.
I'm telling the truth. This is the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. This is what it is. We are, as Black women, we should stand together for once and for fucking all. If we can't fucking do it for the victim of R. Kelly, can we do it for ourselves? Can we do it for ourselves? Like, we are all on this fucking YouTube fucking channel. R. Kelly
I agree. And we've
been doing this for more than 2 years together. We all know they don't mention me too much, and I'm happy about that. Keep my name. I told y'all to keep my name out your mouth, and you're doing a good job. So shout out to you. But what I want to say too is that for stealing Lucky Penny, he stole from 100. How many people? A lot of people. It was a lot of money, over $1 million worth of thievery. That's why. Okay, so with that said, the integrity. So when you look at people, right, you look at also who they're around, right? You kind of do judge people by kind of what they do. Like, who do you spend your time with? Now, when I see people following behind somebody like that, who still to this day, from what I understand, is still trying to pull strings, still trying to manipulate things and be in the mix, like, he just don't quit, you know? And it's sad. It's really fucked up, actually. So, but I want to say that you're not doing this on here and it's going to get slid by and swept under the rug. Like Love Warrior just said, somebody took their whole I think. Oh, did you mean the truth? When you said the truth, you were talking about a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was like, I'm telling the truth.
Well, so those are the only people that I remember I subscribed to was the truth and Queen Libra, because you guys back in the day told us go ahead and subscribe to them.
Absolutely did. I had a whole girls' night with, well, I invited Team Libra, didn't show up, but that's all good. The truth showed up, and she used to come on here quite a bit until the whole Larry thing happened, and she chose her side, which is fine. I really don't care, but don't make it seem like I'm a bad person because I stood up for myself as a woman. Oh, she wasn't ladylike. Like, I'm not ladylike, but you following behind them bitches? Are you serious right now? Really?
All in the middle.
Okay.
Got called out, and now all your shit gone. What's that about?
I don't, you know what, it needs to stay gone. But I'm only saying all of this to say, when it comes to Blackness, I don't play with it. People die over it. You know what I'm saying? I have a son who I have my prayers are so heavy for him and every other son, Black males, young, who are out there trying to have a life. We women have been suppressed for so fucking long. Women in general, not even just Black women, but women in general. But as a Black woman, we have that double thing happening. So with that being said, I don't want to hear anybody disrespecting anybody and calling them racial slurs out here on my watch. And I'm not going to speak on it. Don't think that's not happening. If I didn't get sent this, if people didn't hit me up, I might have missed it. I don't know. Maybe I might have missed it. And I might not have said nothing. If I don't say something on something, it's either because I don't think it's worth my time and energy, or I missed it. But I didn't miss this. So that's why I'm speaking on it. And I don't plan on speaking on it after this, but I just wanted to get it out that it's not okay. If you're subscribed to Diva the Divine as a Black woman, you should ask for accountability from her for what she said. The apology she posted was bullshit. She took it down from when I last checked before I came live. So that was even gone. So kind of like, and she didn't in the apology acknowledge Team Libra in the first place, which if it wasn't for Team Libra, the shit might not even got nowhere. It might have just gone away. She probably been saying stuff like that for a long time. Who knows? I know, like I said, her and the other girl who are not Black with the N-word shit, I don't like that either. But I'm not going to police somebody's language. But I'm definitely going to say something about you speaking on another Black woman, calling her monkey, like your life depends on it. And then on top of that, you're going to sit up there and wish somebody's child gets touched. And you're going to come back to say, because you were mad and you didn't mean it. And then get mad to say, those women knew I didn't mean that. No, they didn't know that. They did not. Because you did.
Typically, Goddess, when somebody is racist, a lot of times they'll be like, well, I got Black people in my family. Like that's a cover up for being racist. So when you mentioned about the community page and the posting of all these Black people, look at my family, I felt instantly that just cemented the fucking racist attitude. Like what is that? What is that supposed to prove? That you showing some people that Black in your family? Is that supposed to say, oh, I ain't call her a monkey? What is that supposed to speak on? Like, what are you saying? Where is your soul and spirit at? All y'all, we're women, and and you have a channel that's supposed to be for women. So it just speaks to like there's something missing there. It's what
let me just put out there why she said so. Basically, Diva the Divine Light, she has the nerve to have that name. I'm sorry, that's just I don't because there ain't no light, it's just darkness. Okay, so she said that she was speaking on her abuse, and she felt like they were mocking her abuse. She said, and she felt they were mocking her abuse. She said that about the child being touched in the monkey thing. That's how mad she got. She said she got so mad. That's all she could think of to say. What do you think about a person who gets that upset and they say that type of reckless shit and then come back later and say they didn't mean it and they only said it because they
normally
mad?
When you say something like that, you mean it.
Thank you. Or if you didn't mean it and you said that shit, that means everything you have ever said doesn't mean shit. Nothing you say means shit. Because if you could come out here and say some shit like that and then come back and say, oh, I didn't mean it because I was just mad, that means you could just say any fucking thing. Anything comes out of your mouth and you don't attach it to your brain. Period. So and that's what that is. This is because of fucking Larry and his fucking wife. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, healing and therapy, and she don't believe in God. She told me that last conversation we had, she was like, I don't believe in God. I was like, okay, well, you do you, boo, and stay far away from me. That's all I have to say. So, I don't understand why friends can't call her out. That's another thing I want to say. And let her know monkey is derogatory, and they know it is for Black people, and that molestation comment was out of line. That's the truth. The people who were around her at the time rallied her, told her she was good, told her that Team Libra was actually prejudiced against Puerto Ricans because of what she said, which is bullshit. And that is yet another cop-out. And how you going to try to defend and protect somebody, and you yourself are Black women. You don't even hold yourself high enough in your own regard to protect your own self against somebody, not and just to correct them. Even if you believe they don't think they're racist, you can't talk to them and say, it ain't cool though, sis. Just, pipe down on that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what real women and real friends do.
Exactly.
They hold you accountable when you're right and mostly when you're wrong, because they should be able to speak to you in that way because they care enough about you. But to cover that up, it makes the shit stink even worse.
Exactly. And that's all that's over there on that channel is shitty, stanky, dirty, disgusting cesspool waters and all of that. Yeah, that's what that is. It's nasty. It's nasty. I'm telling you. I would
And
protect
everybody that
protect your
agrees with
energy.
it, and every black woman that agrees with it and didn't speak up to hold her to that accountability is just as culpable.
Exactly.
So what was the end result?
The end result was, like I said, she came back and did an apology. Well, Team Libra said what she said. Period. She said what she said. She dropped the mic, and the video's still up. Okay, I should put it in the description so when people hear this, they might want to listen. I'm gonna do that actually. Other than that, like I said, Diva came over here. Diva Devil. She came out to apologize. Like I said, a 5-minute apology, which wasn't really an apology. She kind of deflected and, talked about her family who are black. And she said she was mixed too on the community page. How did that happen? But, and then she took the video down. So I guess that was a sorry, not sorry situation. Like, I'm sorry, but then I'm not. So I'm going to take it down when the people who need to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Joel, she took the video down. Well, you know what? That was actually in Skylight's video, I think, that happened. It was in another person's video that she was on. So, I mean, I guess it could be flagged. But her video, she actually took it down. So that's why I'm talking about it, because you can't try to hide it. You can't. Once it's out there on YouTube, it's live. People think because they're on live late at night or wee hours in the morning, and that maybe they've been on for hours and maybe ain't nobody really listening, that when they say something that, it's gonna go away.
So this is not even this is no better than the R. Kelly supporters fighting.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep, that's what it is. Exactly.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Now I'll let y'all finish.
No, I was just gonna say what Queen said. She said Libra said they act like they some gang and they gang. And, what she say? They some gang, they gang, and nothing they can't call her out. She probably was going to cuss them out. Well, I know she also told Diva, like, everybody has been telling her that they don't even like her ass. So why are you doing all this? That she even knew about how when she tried to get back in, and she knew all that. I didn't even know. I knew because at the time I was dealing with her directly, so I knew what was going on. She was crying on my shoulder about this. She was being bullied by the girl she was calling monkey with. That girl was treating her like shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm over here like, well, why do you even care? Like, leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her, damn, like I just would leave them alone. And then she turned around and spun that into, I'm giving her ultimatum. I'm like, girl, I do not want you, child. Like, go handle your business. But nevertheless, that's all I have to say. Basically, it's racist as hell, okay? And offensive as fuck. And stop saying nigga, by the way, and monkey, and just stop. That's it. That's all I got to say. It's not cool.
And give a real apology if you really mean it. But what you already spoke is in your heart. So get some healing so that you can give a real apology. Because obviously there's some healing, and it's okay, because everybody has a healing journey, and it's okay to, find that path and get on that journey. But what you speak in the midst of that anger that speaks out of your heart, that's what you carry. So get that fixed.
It is an ugly mess. So Team Libra spoke on also the fact that she says she's spiritual. She does psychic, work, and she's a Reiki healer and all of that great stuff, which I love. And she said, I'm spiritual. I guess some people just ain't. And that kind of, that resonated with me, because I realized I forget sometimes that everybody is not. Everybody doesn't have a spiritual side, a part of they're not tapped in. They don't acknowledge God or any higher realm or presence, or their even higher self. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just none of that is there for some people. And I forget that sometimes, but she's right. So we pray for these people. Really do. Anybody else? Because I think we done. I think we covered it all, child.
I wanted to say it's like a toxic relationship with all the people over there. and it's an internet relationship. Some do meet up in real person at the rallies or whatever the fuck is going on. But my thing is, these people, I think we develop some kind of internet bond or some kind of relationship, even with following this case. Every that I know of, the people that support us, God is down, and Love Warrior, Miss Della, they passionate about it. They have not missed a beat yet. How could that's like us misrepresentation? What we're in the fight for. We use. I notice a lot of people use that love word loosely. If we sis and we this and that, like you said, we should be able to say, "Hey, that you was wrong for that," or that's what you call fixing your sis crown. That's what you call supporting each other. That's real Black Queen magic. This is really supporting, advocating for other victims. Now, this shit is embarrassing. I'm sorry, they so toxic. I can't go past. I can't sit there and listen to these people no hour, 4-5 hours. When I heard that about you, I don't care how mad you get. I had the dude that I wasn't even in love with and wasn't in no real relationship with. This is somebody that I was fascinated with, the fast street life, hanging around drug dealers and stuff back in the day. A dude that was abusive because I wouldn't give him money for his dope and cigarettes, and hauling off, tried to kill me in front of my kids. And yes, I was sexually raped. And I don't have to say allegedly, because this is court paperwork. Y'all would look up my case in Detroit. It actually happened to me with his friend, his posse or whatever. But never did I have a thought for revenge or evil or whatever anger that I had towards the actual predator. Did I ever mention his kids and wish death and sexual assault on their child? Mm-hmm. There's no excuse for that. And these victims, it's not just R. Kelly case. It's victims and survivors all around this world. It's victims and survivors in our own family, in our household. They've been failed enough. This is embarrassing. See, this is why the R. Kellys in the world is able to do what they do. He knows that his mothers out there that don't give a fuck about their kids. He knows that his parents and adults out there, and he knows there was people in his own Black community that didn't give a fuck about their own Black community. That's why it's the R. Kellys of the world that did what they did, because this is display that they put out here in front of the world. Our Black culture, that's embarrassing. That news reporter from BNC with the people running around, jumping, buck dancing up and down, jumping up and down in the middle of the street, looking like damn fools. That's embarrassing as a whole. That was so ignorant, the most ignorant mess I had ever seen in my life.
Absolutely. 100%.
And R. Kelly is sitting back, all the other, because they all are displaying R. Kelly behavior. They sitting back laughing, and then you know how the real conversation go at the dinner table in the privacy of their home. They'll be on the list.
Our vote. They got all of these states taking away our voting rights, and they sitting up here out here for this man.
Right.
You want to fight for something? Fight for our voting rights. Fight. R. Kelly don't give a shit about none of them.
Amen.
No,
amen.
Because they too busy looking at where the kids. You didn't bring enough kids. Where the kids at? Where the kids? I don't care about y'all jumping up and down when they're born. I want the kids. And that's another failed and embarrassing thing. Some did bring their kids with airbrush t-shirts, holding up signs, talking about some Uncle Rob. These kids don't know this nigga, this fool, this creep, this monster. And then they got to go to school. They don't even understand what harm's way they putting their children in. Don't they know that the kids can go to school and they can get their ass beat?
Oh, no.
They can get their ass whooped. Your daddy had you out there tapping for Robert.
Kim got to put $1 in the cup. She said the N-word.
Oh, I'm sorry. But
she's speaking truth, though. Okay, yeah.
And it's not just a black. My thing is this: the stuff that they could be marching and rallying, jumping up and down the street about, that's real life. There's real life shit going on and need support, and we need to come together. They don't. We need to come together about this alleged tequila shot, and they jumping up and down about that. Nobody jumping up and down about that.
What tequila shot?
We can't say the word. The higher up say we can't say the word. We can't talk about it, whatever. And so you gotta, you gotta talk it cold. You know what's mandatory. Yes, you can't say it. Or they really a chance to show.
I didn't know that. Let me get God
They're terrible. And that's
you know what?
We have ancestors. Our ancestors, just our history, our bloodline, where we come from. God, they died. We had leaders that really marched and stood up for the right fight and the cause and lost their life in behind it. People that didn't. I remember back in the day, no matter how
Blood
much,
in the
how
street.
how
Blood
less
is in the
fortunate
street.
you was, black people used to help each other come together. And I'm only 41, and I was used to that. My neighborhood, everybody looked out for each other.
Yes.
I remember
if one family needed food,
said
the whole block will come together and feed that family.
When Martin Luther King got killed, my mom said how they had army trucks on the street riding up and down the street to make sure everybody was in the house.
Yep.
So
I mean, it was dogs sick on our people.
Okay.
I was born the day that John F. Kennedy was buried. My mother went into labor the day he was shot. And then, they buried him 3 days later. And she said that was one of the most sad times, people just all in the street crying, and
my
just
mom
come
was
together.
My mom my mom was 12 years old with the Detroit riot. She was 12. I remember the stories of my uncle. And she said, we heard, it was rumored, local news in the city. When they came out with the movie, was more information. My mom said she remembered the riot. She said it was rumored that it was just one black man that had got killed. And the black community had a feeling that it was a cop that killed one of the black men. But come to find out, it was all together. It was 5 black people that was murdered by the police. And my mom said, it was the rest of the murders was covered up. Like, you didn't hear about it. You just heard about one black man that got killed. And she said, you didn't really hear nothing else about it. And then that movie was very telling. So
yeah, that movie Detroit was very good.
I'm used to the black community coming together. I remember hearing stories from my elders in my family. If kids needed back to school clothes, the neighborhood would come together and help that one family out. I just don't understand it. And then now everybody want to be against each other. How can you be that mad with somebody? I don't even understand.
You can't. You can't be that mad and say something like that against someone's children. That's not.
Do y'all know Hitler bloodline is the bloodline? This is what I'm trying to make. When they sit up here advocating for this man, he have family people. He dead and gone. We come find out he was a Jew himself. Then now people that's related, they find out that you related. Like, let's say if I give my history, they find out I'm related to Hitler. Do you know I have seen on the History Channel where they said family members have changed their last names because people are still coming up murdered and getting killed out in Germany and over there because they find out your bloodline trace you back to this man. Just because of the horrific things that he did to people, that's the impact he left on the world to this day. And these people wasn't even thought of. That's not their fault who they related to.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. Yeah, you're right. And Tavia came back. Tavia, you've been going all this time. You missed all the good stuff now. You're going to have to go back in the replay. And I'm going to give you a quiz next time.
I mean, even the OGs in the neighborhood used to look out for the kids, catch you skipping or whatever. No, marching you to your house or whatever. You don't get your butt back in class. You doing out here? Get off the corner. You do your homework. Like all that mess. They don't do that no more.
Yeah, I had to block a lot of those people because, I don't play that. I don't want to be barking. I don't like all that fighting and stuff on the channels. Some people, there is a beef sector. In case y'all just like, there are certain people out there, that's all they do. Back and forth. It's a whole crew of people. So I suggest you
find all I want to say to the other survivors, y'all never had to worry about me flipping over and doing some false. I'm a falsified leader and all this and saying I'm passionate about this and that. You'll never see me sitting up here being besties with the ops and all that mess and with other predators, and I'm going to have lunch and getting a bullhorn myself and helping out with their banner. You'll never have to worry about that. None of y'all ever.
Tavia wants to know why you sound like K. Michelle.
Is J-Man still here?
I pray to God I don't sound like her because she another one that I have an issue with.
I was gonna say, if you could sing like her, I'm your manager. Let's go.
Can you find
I
out
wish
if
I did know how to
J-Man's still
sing.
here?
What was that? What was that, Yoda?
Can you find out if J-Man is still online?
J-Man. I don't know if J-Man is here. I ain't seen him since the top of the show. What are we looking for? We need him to come on the panel?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna need him to fill in for me tomorrow because
hell no.
I warned you. All of you's gonna pay.
Miss Della said we gotta go, y'all. But look, we love you.
Warriors.
We gonna end this on a bang. Give us some hearts. Give us some goddamn bells.
Yeah.
Let's get some energy. Let's
I
send
can
this
barely throw a
energy
move.
out into the world, out to the survivors, all the survivors in the world, everybody. Yeah. The lady next to me is Love Warrior. We have Baby Yoda and we have Beautiful Spirit or Beautiful Sprite. Hey. Shout out to my mods, shout out to my panel, and shout out to the Warrior chat. I appreciate y'all so much. We're gonna be back tomorrow. Got another tribe. Trial day. Ronnie Lyles. Smart people only. Hey. Dopest. Let's go. Yeah.
We the dopest. We the dopest.
Baby, the best. That's right. We on top. Don't get it twisted. And don't come in my goddamn comments saying nothing otherwise. Because I don't want to hear it. Yeah. Hey, here we go. Verse 2, P. Corleone. Let's go. 1's for the money. 2's for the show. 3's for the dope. Because you know we about to blow. Oh. You niggas ain't listening. First place. So don't ever ask what my position is. Queen of my city. Got a key to my city. That I'll beat anybody I meet or see in my city. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Hey.
Warriors, we love y'all.
Say it again. I ain't playing with them. Or wherever I am. Hey. Check my community tab tomorrow, y'all. Check the community tab and let's go. Join me tomorrow evening and with my crew right here, my anointed ones right here, these queen warriors.
Yes.
Right here, yes. Let's do it. We ain't piping down, but we out. Peace.